Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of City States of Klovisa, semi-::space 1234 left arrow right arrow, the God War. How are you three doing today? Okay, thanks, Roll20. This is a perfect. Everything is going great. Roll20 has now crashed. Cool. Hey guys.
Hey, John.
How you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Sounds
like you're having fun.
You know, the soothing piano music is in fact soothing.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's like a sunny summer day in North Texas. How soothed are you right now, Bran? All right, perfect.
It's so humid. It's so humid.
I bet. That was like a 10-second delay there, champ.
It's like he's actually a weather guy.
Yeah,
You ask him a
it's
question
humid.
and it's delayed.
Yeah. She's just literally arguing with people right now. You know what?
So what's the plan? How are we doing?
Hey, I don't know if he's even talking. I'm just watching him right now, guys.
I'm watching you. I see you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh shit! Look who's in the lobby.
Well.
Who is it? No. I'm not dealing with this. No, they can watch from afar.
KJC, what's your amiibo for this week?
Sheldon, because it was Leonard last week, and he was a big success because no one knew who he was. So.
Sheldon?
From Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
What?
It's a television program.
Oh.
TV sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like super popular.
We went through this last week, John. I think he's just memeing us now.
Okay. He's in the chat. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We're here. Everyone's here now, except for Devin, unfortunately, who is still trapped in Las Vegas or New Vegas or whatever desert shithole he finds himself in this time in the Air Force.
Can it be neutral Vegas at this point?
I think it's regular Vegas. We have Brandon, who is in a field somewhere. It's 3 a.m. in England.
Yeah.
Something is happening on the East Coast with Chad and Lei Stung, and I, John, have not slept in several hours.
It's raining like crazy.
Is it? Very good. Who wants to do tonight's recap?
Well, obviously the person that wasn't here last week.
Oh, yeah, true. Lei Stung, CK, give us the recap.
Well, we went to a town.
Oh, yeah?
The crazy person we met in the cave. And now we're going shopping. It's another shopping episode, everybody.
It is in fact not a shopping episode at all.
The rest of the details. Something. We're all trying to save Life Stung. Something.
Oh,
Skeleton.
that's right.
Delegate.
He's like having his own issues.
Skeleton Delegate. He had a fun name. I get stuck on Skeleton Delegate. Grimir. We found Grimir. He was north of somewhere or another, and people are really cooperative when you do kickflips and start
music died.
conversations. Also, that's pretty much it. We were on a quest. Also, I forgot if we have to kill Eamon or not, because the general store popped up, and that's what we're currently all about.
Indeed. John rolled a natural 100 on his random encounter table, And rolling a 100 is actually good for you. Rolling a 1 is not. So, you know, there was a, 10% chance that 100 would have been a 1, and you guys would be kind of fucked.
See, but we shave off the 5% on each of the die. So
Math is not
Yeah.
checking out worse than Sunday night's math is not checking out. Keep going, John.
Uh,
You're doing great.
Guys, you're in the middle of the woods. It's sometime during the week. You're not sure when. It may be March. Who knows what's happening here in this dead forest. Or field if your name is Syl. You see a general store about, 100 or so feet to your north. Just sort of hanging out with a big signpost that says General Goods Store.
Did we pass that on the way here?
Nope.
Oh, I was saying out loud to the group because
Oh, sorry.
we found a random skeleton.
Well, is Chad still running to work?
Dad, last week's episode of Dragon Ball Z said, "Hell yeah, shopping," and immediately sprinted off to the store.
I think I'll just use dimensional door to get myself to the front entrance.
Good use of that spell.
I'd like to say counterspell, but I don't have it.
Yeah, you really did. Look, you got time. Look.
Oh my god. Oh, Syl, if only we did not have to hear 4 strangers talking right behind you.
Right? Well, dimensional door. And I want to be put right in front of the door.
Here's the biggest meme yet. Can you link me Dimension Door?
Here's the shit. Link dimensional door.
You can't link it.
He's on his fucking phone in the middle of a field.
So,
Hey, hang on, wait. Can you move your token to where you want it to be on the map for us?
yeah. So come on. I use dimensional door.
I just find this really fucking funny. I'm sorry, guys. This is, oh man. This is gonna be... Oh, I'm losing my mind and crying. Okay. You cast Dimension Door. You slam face first into the door. You reel back. Chad sprints up 80 feet. Riding a skateboard through the undergrowth of a fucking forest. Leishtung, Ebor, and Igor are hanging out.
Jump there.
Igor summons his fucking goat and just goes for it too. Fuck it. Igor, you can grab the tail of the goat and just fucking be dragged. And Leishtung is running.
So, since I'm up at the door, I put my hand up. That's it. Oh, every time. No. And I want to make sure that everyone stops by the entrance, and then I want to move into the group when they get there.
Alright, you block the door's entryway, and you are the first to read the tiny little sign that said, "Due to horse, no foot races allowed." And then another tiny sign, even smaller print, like minuscule print. "Who is your general?"
So I accuse my daddy. Alright. So with that being said, I look at Chad and I go, "You can go in, but here's my money and I better get something good."
That's like how much you got.
I got 5,000 worth of gems, and I have 8,000.
Okay, you got a bunch.
Yeah.
You're gonna give him all your money?
No. Well, I'll hand him over my fanny pack just in case we need.
You're giving him your fanny pack?
Yeah, because that's where all the money is.
You know he can't access that, right? It's an attunement item.
Oh, well, yeah, I just start handing that shit.
Alright, you guys just watch as Syl just reaches into this magenta fanny pack and starts ripping out gold. Platinum.
13K worth?
Gems.
Jesus fuck. Well,
I also have 1,000.
Oh,
worth of
fuck.
gems.
I know I gave
You guys can see the
Yeah,
Pay it
DM
back now
screen.
if you wish. If this place has anything
Can you
good, I'll be
keep an eye
sure.
out for anything super cool? Because I've
We'll
just got a
put
sword.
it on the skateboard.
Oh my god, this is so scuffed.
Yeah, it is very scuffed.
Oh my
But yeah.
god, there we go. Why did it
All
go?
right, Chad, I want something good.
I'm gonna see what I can find, boys. It's been a long time. We need a good shopping trip.
There, what?
Can you
I
find a
would use-
magical eraser that erases my name from the contract?
Oh.
Ooh.
How convenient would we find yet another plot device here? Chad thinks to himself. As he is probably overladen with gold. Shunk, 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 right? Because 8K worth of gold.
Like
Yeah.
parachute pants.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Chad is definitely using some of his spare outfits to, like, appear baggier so he can have, like, layers so no one can, like, immediately pickpocket him, but he's burdened with a bit of gold, because I've got quite a bit.
All right, remember, make daddy proud.
You got it, boss. Chad, who has no concept for cash to begin with more money than anyone should ever possibly be carrying on them at one given time, bravely opens the door to the general store.
You bravely open it, and by bravely open it, I mean the handle budges. This needs to be a unanimous vote. From Ibor, Leishtung, and Igor.
Who would probably throw in his hat in the ring as our general.
Yes.
Are you gonna roleplay this? I'll roleplay you through this.
I don't know if I can do that for Devin, which is a problem. Because if Devin would get to go in, he may choose something that you guys wouldn't. Alright? So I want you all to think hard about your characters. Who is your general? Who do you look to the most for leadership? Who is it that makes executive decisions of your group? And where
Alright,
the
you
fuck
don't-
is Shen?
All right, you don't have to hound me. I'm right here. Everyone looks up to me. I'm kind
So
of.
Igor, I would admit, is the captain of the boat. And
He's definitely
gotten
not
quite
the
a
leader.
bit of boat time, base time. I don't know. At this point,
I want
I'm
you
on the
all...
squad. It's down to me and Igor.
This is true.
I think it
Igor
would be.
beats me on that.
This will have consequences. I need everyone to be aware of this.
Chad.
This is a big, like, story mode mission, you know, like you're playing the Last of Us game, like, and now you're at a crossroads here. Whoever goes in here, something unique is going to happen to them. Now, I'm telling everyone this in advance, because I want you all on a meta level, since you guys are meta play. No, just throw hash immediately. Igor has a lot of plot going on, so he doesn't need another one.
No, he doesn't.
Chad has his spine thing. Syl is level 9. Does this meta decision change anything?
I think Chad and Igor should arm wrestle to see who goes to get be the general for this.
I mean, I think Evo would like to do it, but he also didn't want to just... Because I know that this is a cool thing, but I didn't want to just cheat and start casting magic and running straight to the door first.
Like Syl
That
did?
didn't seem... Yeah, to me that didn't seem like a thing Evo would do, but...
I think it's Chad. Syl puts his weight behind Chad.
I'm not gonna not vote for myself.
Okay.
Yeah. I vote for Chad.
To the side, like Igor does have a bunch of stuff. I've got a couple of cool thingies. But honestly, like, what we get, right? Isn't it another roll once I'm inside? I don't remember. It's been a long time. We'll find out. Don't spoil it.
Yeah. I say Chad.
Fine.
I bet
Okay.
you will.
Is this
I
unanimous?
mean,
All right, two against everyone else's ones. It's time for. It's time.
I
for,
haven't heard KJC speak yet. I am waiting for him.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. Whatever. Like, I don't know what to say. It
Okay.
feels like a kind of meta thing that's just happened, but
Mm-hmm. It's really terrible. This is what you brought onto yourselves, guys. As you open the door, Chad, you are sucked in, teleported in. You all just sort of see on the outside a strange hand-like shadow just sort of encompass Chad and absorb him into the store. It looks scary. Real talk, guys. To Chad, he just walks in normally. But to everyone on the outside, he has just been sucked into a very similar thing, now that I'm thinking about it. Did this happen with that weird portal that you guys found and that, cavern that a bunch of tattoos got passed around and now everyone's likely going to die because of it?
Yeah, that little chest.
that did happen.
That thing that's murdering
Indeed.
most of us right now.
God, John is tired. Where is it? You enter this store, Chad. There is a soft, sad piano ambient music going off somewhere in the background. Inside, you see many a things, and John is trying to pull up the many a things. Where the fuck is it? It's in desktop. Greg's Donkey. General good items. So the first thing you are hit with as you enter this rather quaint looking old time, like those souvenir western shops that you can sometimes go to at like amusement parks or novelty fairs.
I've been to Dollywood. I can pretend.
Yeah, this is like a very short shop. It's maybe like 30 feet deep, 20 feet wide on the interior. There are glass windows that show you the outside forest that you were just in. To everyone else, it seems to be just this opaque glass that is damn near impossible to see through. But you, Chad, smelling, just getting hit by this wafting scent of leather and old cotton and linens, you are looking at coat racks, shoe racks filled with these tall leather boots. You see pants on mannequins, and below them are folded pants as well. Belts are held up on these strange, well, I guess you've been to a clothing store before, so, more belt racks that are kind of held up by their loop or their buckle in some cases. There are these flanneled shirts that look more like they just got ripped out from a Pirates of the Caribbean set. So, these very loose formed shirts that sort of just go everywhere that you're supposed to, like, tie off. They're kind of like a ubiquitous size. These heavy coats as well, made out of leathers that are all shapes and sizes, no matter what sort of size you are. They seem to be thick, heavy. Some have more decorations like tassels and shoulders. Then you go to like the heavy armor section, and there's just fucking plate mail right there. Bits and pieces are separated. There's like this big heavy breastplate, which sort of just goes down into leggings, but no like greaves or anything like that. So it kind of stops at the, what is this, the shin? There are these thick, heavy pauldrons that would, like, act almost like shields with how huge they are. Mighty, mighty pauldrons. Helmets of all kinds of variety, from iron face masks to, like, big horned helms, to a barbute that looks eerily similar to Igor's, whose is outside. There are stylish plumed hats with big feathers. One hat having just being like humongo sized, like comically oversized for any medium human creature to wear, but it is huge as well. And it's just sort of like dangling on like part of the ceiling itself. They come in all varieties of flamboyant colors, such as like neon green, magenta, like the one, like the fanny pack that Syl wears. And this weird bluish cyan color. They're behind a glass case as you get further and further back into the shop. There is a glass case filled with knives, swords, monocles, monoscopes, you know, like those old collapsible telescopes that you could, you know, collapse in and just put into a pocket. Kind of reminiscent of another Jack Sparrow movie. There are weapons on the back row. They seem to be just varieties of either long swords or like sabers, like single-edged curved blades, kind of reminiscent of a cutlass or a cavalry saber. And behind that, or above that, I suppose, would be like a big blank piece of canvas, which is held up by a pole that's kind of leaning or affixed to the wall somehow. This is reminiscent of like a banner or a battle standard. There's watches, there are backpacks even, and canteens behind this glass unit as well. Kind of closer to those coats, I guess symmetrically on the other side of the store are all the capes, which are super fashionable, super sick looking. They have half capes that come down to hems. They have great capes which flow and billow already, just even though there's no wind or AC within this place, they are already billowing. What else are there? There are saddles, actual horse saddles that are just like put up on these fake wooden horses so that someone could clamber up and try them out. And that seems to be it. As you peruse the store, seconds turning into minutes as you're just like, holy shit, look at all this fancy stuff. You hear an old crone-like voice call out, "Hello!"
That startled. Hello. Your wares are astonishingly amazing.
Thank you!
How did we miss you on the way in? Anyway, I would love to purchase some of your fine wares.
Oh, I apologize. As she slowly, comically raises a sign that just puts it on the table. It's like one of those triangular signs, so it just stands self-standing. 1 item per customer.
So where then, I suppose. Singular. I travel with a strange group of individuals, but we're rather prone to getting ourselves cursed or otherwise magically bonded to others. Do you have anything that can break those types of bonds? I show the magical tattoo that I'm branding. I'm like, this is the most mild of the things we are currently stuck with.
They look at it. I am but a humble merchant, I am afraid. My clientele is that of military geniuses and heroic figures waiting to be. I am no wizard or cleric. I apologize.
No weapons that are curse breakers, bond breakers,
Perhaps.
root
Maybe.
shakers.
They look around the entirety of their store for a moment. How much gold do you have on you in total, by the way? You don't have this written on your character sheet, which
I
is
have 2 grand in gold right there, plus 3 grand in gems, plus 13k from
Can you
brand.
write that all on your sheet somewhere?
Yeah, the brand stuff. I need to put where you want that.
Within
Keep
your
moving
money.
it, I can't write anything.
Yeah, I was looking for it. I need
Alright,
you.
so-
You have a currency thing.
I think brand gave me 8k in gold, so that goes to 9999, and 5k in gems brings me to 8k.
Okay.
Plus
Perfect.
the one from Ebor back. All the stuff that's stored, I do not have on me. That's back at Tulsa.
Perfect. So you have 10,000 gold on you?
Yep.
What do you leave behind, Mr. 233 pounds of gold?
Oh, good lord.
You are just trapped at the door. You physically cannot move.
Hey, boss.
You're like, oh! Oh!
Kind of funny when you put it all on there and add it up, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm on my skateboard,
Okay.
providing me just enough friction.
I don't think your bag has enough volume to hold all of these coins. I think you have everybody's backpack in your party filled with gold right now. This is a lot of money, guys. Okay.
This is kind of funny when you take a look at it all.
So you have 18,000 GP's worth of money.
Plus 8 Tulsa bucks if he accepts that. Cash.
Oh, that got fucking KJC. It's just some fucking collapse.
Yeah, the 8. Oh, 8.
There's literally 8 that I'm down to. I kid you not. I've been spending them like crazy.
Anyway, I don't know if there is a thing which will do what you want it to do.
Oh, that's a pity.
Indeed.
Anything you find super enticing and exciting here? Or do you just... What do you like? What do you shop?
I am a facilitator. More so than a... How do I say this? Merchant slut? Is that the proper term?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to throw that upon you. And I don't think you're a merchant.
I do not believe in upselling. I believe that items of such high class more so pick their owner than the other way around.
Ooh, is there like a quiz that we'll take? That'll point me in the right direction? A hat I'll put on that'll sing a song and tell me where to go?
Oh. No?
No. Well, I'm not entirely sure, besides that, what would be the most beneficial for our group. I have a fun weapon. What do you have in this clothing department?
Do not make me relist everything.
I have everything. So, sorry. So, I would be looking into... The first thing Chad would point to is the big dumb hat. What's going on there, boss?
Ah, yes, the big dumb hat. Do you want to wear it?
What does it do? Or is it just a really large comedic hat?
I believe that will be... You really don't understand what's going on here, do you?
Is this John, is this I pick a thing and it's done? Like, something funny's gonna happen? Forget what happened last time.
Why don't you close your eyes, Mr.
Chad.
Would-be General, indeed. Would-be General, why don't you close your eyes, have a just gander through my wares, and see what you naturally come across.
Well, I turn to the owner, I bring out my detective's pipe of insight, and I say, may I have a moment to ponder on this? It seems like I have a very important decision ahead of me.
Oh!
I lean
I was
into
wondering where that went.
Oh, I love this pipe. Was this yours?
No.
Oh. Do you have any fun stories about this pipe? You want to share? I offer 5 minutes of exchange.
I believe a detective general once had it, and he used it quite sparingly, saying that the more he used it, the more he was losing his mind.
Huh. Funny. Want to try it?
I don't smoke.
No. Do you mind if I do for a moment?
Go for it.
And then whop, there's no text, but I get an advantage roll on insight, and I'm going to be. Chad is between if he has to pick something for him.
Brandon's just at a store now. When did this happen?
He was in the car. Oh.
Has he just been driving around on
Yeah,
street?
Brandon, get snacks. Get snacks.
Oh my god.
Yo, one of the, here you go, man. No, one of the girls decided to have an asthma attack and started to freak us. I had to go over. and
Oh,
just show you
shit.
A few things. Yeah, benefits of being the.
Brandon is a real life adventurer, guys. I don't know if you guys were aware of this or not. I'm sorry. That was. I looked at my cameras for the first time in 10 minutes.
A minute ago, you had him driving and a camera. Somehow, you could see the shadow watching him. I don't know who was
Oh my
doing
God.
it, but
That would be considering between a nice pair of boots,
Ooh.
a cape.
Ooh. Fuck.
Yeah, Chad doesn't really wear much or do much. Chad would look into the boots. He's seen a lot of his party members with some interesting footwear, and he wants a pair.
You look at some of the interesting footwear. They come in many, many styles. Are you looking for more like ancient styled boots, more modern style, or maybe like these high calfed, high heeled boots?
What about boots
Taylor,
with the fur?
Chuck Taylor Converse All-Stars with good stats.
I don't think any generals wear such a thing, but I will roll a d20 to see how modern we got. Would you settle for, like, these metal-studded biker boots? Like, that is reminiscent of, like, what some of your gang wears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're dope looking. They look like you could cave a man's skull in with them.
What is it? 3d6 dopeness.
Oh, they're all maxed out on dopeness. Every single item here. 18 out of 18 hotness.
Excellent.
Finest quality, one might say. Magically immaculate, others might say as well.
Because Brand did mention it. Do these boots have any fur, or is it all just studded leather?
You can find some that have fur, if that is what you wish.
The biker gang ones are probably going to catch Chad's eye the most. That seems
Yeah.
very on par for him and his Brotherhood of the Fist background.
Yeah, they're somewhat heavy as you wear them.
Is that a problem for Chad, who can't be wearing armor?
No,
I figured leather would be cool.
they're not armored. Or they do not count as armor. Unless you're literally deflecting everything with, like, your toes. Which,
Challenge accepted, John. I will do acrobatics rolls before everything.
What the fuck? I want to parry with my big toe and my middle toe, John. So you're settling
Yeah.
for the boots?
Those boots look pretty cool.
Nice. They cost 9,000 gold.
Chad, does it have to be gold?
Gold or gems, yeah.
I think Chad had about that much on him. Minus 99. I had 5 on me. They cost how much?
9k.
I spend that in gold.
You spend it.
I'm gonna spend 5k in gold and 4k in gems.
Okay. You do the math. You buy the sickest shit looking boots. And as your money is deposited, this mad person will begin to cackle, putting away their sign that says 1 purchase per customer. I hope you enjoy your purchase, and many victories that shall come with it. Good luck, aspiring general.
Thank you again. You sure you don't want to sell one more?
And before you know it, Chad, you are on the other side of the door, staring at Leishtung, Ebor, and Syl, as though you had just turned around from initial entry.
Chad is going to be grinning from ear to ear and be like, you guys. And then I would start showing off my boots.
Oh,
You
those
are wearing them.
You've been gone 60 years. What the hell was that? You said you were getting cigarettes.
Where my money at? Where my money at?
Yeah, they actually found a way to turn me into a zombie. I'm like, doing fine now.
Devin, or not
My
Devin.
God,
Igor's just like, oh, Chad, you've doomed us.
It's like 30 feet tall.
Oof.
Sorry, my wife popped into the chat.
Indeed.
I wanted to say hi. Anyway, I just
I
bought
saw that.
sick boots.
Pop a sub.
Yep.
I don't know what they do. They're very amazing.
You don't know what they do.
Try jumping with them.
So, where's my money, Chad?
Chad returns back 5,000 gold and 5,000 gems and says, here's everything. I will pay you back 2 times as much as what I owe you. They only let me buy 1. I tried my best to convince the owner. They were really weird. Like, not quite Amamon weird, but definitely like fairy adjacent weird.
Hey, John,
Oh,
can
you
you
weren't
read?
there for any of those experiences. Shit, you're so mad.
Hey, John, could you redact 1 thing of Daddy's Happy Juice from my inventory, please?
Of course. You guys could have spread out the moonshine that you grow in a lab, or you could just drink it on your own. You are down to 3.
God.
Yeah. You have these sick-looking boots now. You don't know what they do.
Lee gonna do the only thing
camera
I ever
keeps-
do in this situation.
This camera keeps going.
Chad tries to pull off a sick-ass kickflip.
You pull off a sick-ass kickflip indeed. Yeah. It's almost as if... Well, that score is actually insanely good. So, yeah. You do a sick-ass kickflip. Everybody watches him. It's pretty cool. John is
Feel any different doing
looking
that?
at this description.
Chad, does it feel any different? Oh boy, he's reading.
Does Chad feel
Okay.
kinky in his boots?
Chad would.
Yeah. You felt a little bit of weird tugging with your feet, but that's about it, Mr. Chad, as you do the sickest kickflip you've ever done.
Just do a big standing jump right there.
Yep.
Anything weird happen?
You jump.
Any weird interactions with my back?
Nope. Your back still is in constant, pinching.
They're running in a straight line. See if you just run fast now.
Is it
You're
can
gonna-
you
I have the
enlarge?
Yes, Ebor?
Could I have the gems back that I gave you?
I think you just gave them all to Syl.
I did give it all back. I was like, shit. I've got you back at Tulsa, buddy. We just gotta go back to that locker again.
So
Okay.
zips up to his fanny pack. That sucks.
I cast Identify if you want to find out what they do.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. The last
All right.
time someone cast Identify...
You guys were
nothing
heading
bad happened.
back to your airship. It is getting dark fast. They were hovering in a small clearing that will be incredibly hard to find as soon as the daylight goes out.
Was
Do
it
we
on
want
the
to
ship?
put identify it on
On the
hold?
ship.
Okay. Just wanted to remind everyone what time it was. Okay. John's gonna roll a dice, see if you guys get lost in the woods. You do not. Where did we leave off exactly? We are on the 22nd. So, as night truly falls, we get rid of the sad piano music. And you guys are on an airship. This wooden gondola is lowered down for you guys to board. I suppose all of you can board it since there's only 5 of you and one of you is size small. Yeah, Mr. Gnome?
Yeah.
Alright, you guys don't exceed the excess weight limit, and you guys can be pulled up by the crew. Or, you know, the mechanisms in which the crew are using to lift you. It's nighttime. Igor asks where you guys are going. If you guys remember what you guys were doing last week.
We have to go kill Eamon, right? Because Grimir couldn't come with us. Was the end result. Asking out of character, right? That was what we ended up on?
No, you guys wanted to take a long rest.
Oh yeah, we were going to take a nap. Because we need spells and stuff. And then we were going to go kill him.
Yeah.
Or we were going to go do the thing for Grimoire, because that was the alternative. That there was like a dark place and dark things.
Oh yeah! Either way, we were going to take a nap first.
Yeah, we were going to take a nap.
We're going back to Toast.
Yeah, we need to take a nap.
Yeah, we're going back to Toast to talk to them, and then we'll figure out game plan of which direction we're gonna go.
Okay.
And then we said that if everything was well, we'd go back and then we would take care of the other lighter issue to try to get rid of it.
Okay. Well, you guys had spent the day, or at least part of a day, in Destry. You had flown several hundred miles. No, you didn't fly several hundred miles. You flew like 70 miles or something. This map is wonky. Don't worry about this map.
It was really short.
Yeah, the small map was super short. John will go to that map, but he won't take you guys with him. I think you... Okay, you guys went the long way around, headed off into the Sea of Trees. So that was like 150 miles or so that you guys burned for that. So you guys can easily make it back to Destry. And from Destry, you guys are kind of out of options. I guess you're going to chill in Destry for another day if you want to go back to Tolst. Or you can have your long rest in Destry. Nothing's stopping you from just hanging out in this shithole.
I just figured this wouldn't be considered restful.
Why not?
Of course.
Well, we had to talk to the tyrant, I thought.
Okay, yeah, we can go back.
I think it was your concern
Am
about
I
we
mistaken?
I don't know.
I swear that's what was happening. We're trying to figure out between the two options what we're going to be doing. And I thought that we were going to go talk to him really quick to see if we can get some details on someone, and then we were going to make a decision.
Didn't we have to talk to Ozark, like a higher wizard or something?
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I knew it was someone up there.
Ah. Well, you will have to wait a day because they cannot make a 960-mile voyage when they only have 800 miles to spare. Yeah. I guess you guys are kind of... It will recharge during the night. This is a short rest. Or not a short rest, mechanically for you guys. But this was a short flight for them, basically. They literally just went 100 or so miles out. Chilled. Then went 100 or so miles back the way they came. So it's not going to take nearly enough time. You guys can leave during the night. And make it to Tulsa by morning. With you guys just hanging out in your crew quarters. Sleeping. So let's save you some, like, hassle. And on the 23rd, you guys will arrive in Tulst. It is, 7, 8 a.m., somewhere around there. You guys dock at the Pillar of Authority's jetty, which has been expanding recently. It's only been a couple of days since you guys left it, but it seems like a new one has just been built. Like there's a third pier now, rather than 2.
And it's like fully like made like with the same materials as the
Yeah,
other one.
it's like a carbon copy of the other 2, yeah. There's like a loading crane that someone could like hook stuff in from like a ship's hull and pull out and then, you know, transport to the rest of the city as well. Or, you know, load stuff into a hold.
And no scaffolding, like any remnants of it being constructed.
None. At all.
Alright.
Yeah.
Strange. I wonder how that got there.
You guys can dock with Chad's new boots on. It's super shit, or super cool. Blech, not super shit. Your boots suck now.
Bad expensive boots.
Oh, you wanted to identify on the ship.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I completely glossed over that. Can you roll me a 1d100?
Me or him?
Ebor. I want to see how accurate you get this reading. You get pretty accurate. This thing has a lot of layered magic on it, Ebor. Like 4 simultaneous effects going on at the same time and kind of like binding spells together. How would I describe this from a wizard's point of view? Rather than just giving you, here's the mechanical benefits. Because I know we like mechanical benefits. So, Ebor, the first enchantment that you are able to immediately detect is one where there is a reactive, I suppose, force within the boot's sole. The sole itself that leads down to the heel, and, you know, what your foot rests on in a boot, has this property in it where if someone were to try to shove or push Chad around, his boots would immediately counterforce that. In essence, Chad can't be shoved anymore. That being said, he can still fall prone if he, you know, like jumps off a building and then belly flops or something like that. But if someone's trying to literally push him down, like shoulders, well, Ebor wouldn't be able to test this, so Igor would like try to grab Chad's waist at some point and try to like pull him to the ground in like a wrestling maneuver, and the boots themselves are just sending energy through Chad's legs to counteract that force. What else? I hope you are taking notes of this, Chad, because I do not have these fully written down in a language you would understand.
Got it.
All my magic items are currently written in John hand because I made like 17 of them in one go. Okay.
They all have different links to different memes.
There are some memes, yes. The next bit is I suppose, the spiked bit for this type of boot. The spiked bit. What does this do? This is an offensive capability. I actually don't think this will do anything for Chad because his martial arts die is higher than what this would give. This would allow someone to have an improvised weapon of +1 based off strength. So, that does nothing for Chad, unfortunately. It's just like a 1d4 plus, you know, strength +1. So, you know. Sorry. It kind of washed out.
I mean, at some point I'll die and try and give these to my next character. So, go ahead.
Okay. There's 2 more minor enchantments. What can I give boots? No one can take them off your feet, by the way. This is just a thing, Chad. You are not sure what's going on, but no one can unlace your boots. Super minor.
The ruby slippers?
Yeah, kinda. Like, Lei Stung and Igor can both try to just pull this shoe off of you, and like reverse Cinderella, they stay on your foot.
Neat.
And finally, I think this was the major enchantment. Guys, I don't know how to read my own writing.
I do with that sometimes.
I don't know if I want to share this with you just yet. I think Ebor. Oh my god, I almost said Igor. There is a one-time per month effect on these boots. I don't want to tell you that right now. I want Chad to use this sparingly. This is like a defensive, I suppose, spell-like effect that you can detect. You're not sure exactly what it does yet. But you're pretty certain that it has something to do with that force moving through his legs as well. Most of... Well, I'm not going to tell you that, actually. You understand that this is like a once per month kind of ability, though.
Mm.
So, you know, very strong magic. Probably some sort of, like, magical emblem within the very sole or the bottom of the shoe itself. In the crest of... Can you roll me a 1d20? Let's randomize this crest, this animal crest of yours, Chad.
Come on, make it more rat.
Roll a
Make
night.
it more rat.
A 6. Ooh, what is my 6?
Make it more rat.
I actually don't know. I know my 19's my mongoose. Let's go to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, what do you know? There's a... This is crazy, actually.
You tell me it's a snake.
No, it's not a snake. It's a
Make it more
deer.
rat. Oh.
No!
Yes.
What?
On the bottom of each shoe, there is a different deer head. That is, one is kind of like looking to the right, one is kind of looking to the left, one is orange, and one is blue.
For those of you in the chat that have no idea what's going on, go back to when Chad still had his spine, and you'll find out real soon.
Indeed. That's interesting.
Wild.
Hey.
Good roll.
John, are we at nighttime?
It's
You were saying,
morning.
yeah? Okay, well, since the night happened, can you do me a favor and do a 1d4 for me?
A 1d4?
Yeah,
Do you want to tell me why?
because of my ring charges.
You
and
gain
every
1.
night, I gain 1? Okay,
Yep.
yeah. It's like 1d3 or 1d4 every night.
I think that make... Oh, your Ring of Shooting Stars?
Yeah.
Okay, it's all gonna recharge by the end of your long rest.
Okay, well, I just have to get in the habit of it. Otherwise, I'll just start forgetting, you know?
True.
I want to make sure that I get better at that.
Very true. Okay. Those are the 4 magical effects that you can detect on these boots. Can't be shoved. They can't be taken off. You have a crappy improvised weapon, no matter where you are. So I guess if your hands are tied... Well, I mean, even then, monk offhand strikes are...
Kick him.
Yeah, you can kick them anyway. And then you have this weird once per month thing that I'm not going to tell you just yet. I want you to use that. And then... then we're going to get into some meme territory. That's what we're going to get into.
Well, let's go, Monday meme team.
Alright, you make it back to Tulst immediately. Well, not immediately. Over the course of the night, you make it back to Tulst. You dock at this new pier. It's brand new. It's a carbon copy of the ones that you were normally sharing with 2 other, you know, ships. Either DD2 or the Ulathaean ship. And I suppose the week is yours. It's the 23rd.
step one, Chad's gonna go to storage and pull out all of his remaining monies.
Yep.
Paying back Syl for what he originally took, with the promise that he's still gonna pay back on top of that because he had borrowed some money in the first place and didn't buy him anything. And then that leaves Ebor with quick maths. Do you want gems or gold?
Can you mute yourself, Fran?
No, he's asking me a question because I had a question. I was gonna say I don't want any toll spucks,
I don't
motherfucker.
have. I have 8 of them left.
I want gems.
Okay, I've got 1,000 in gems, and then the rest you're getting back in gold.
Oh,
That's
my God.
fine. And then
Wait, how much money do you owe Syl?
He owes me. Yeah.
Plus another 3 on top of that because I said I'd pay him back double.
How much gold am I adding to your sheet here?
So there's 1,000 in storage. It's on my sheet, and then 2,500 in gold in storage. So I'm going to my storage and pulling all that out, giving Ebor the remaining 500 gold. Saying,
Right.
sorry, bud, that those boots were expensive, but here's some starter cash.
I don't think I can carry 500 gold. I don't think I can carry 10
then
gold.
You won't spend it all in one place, kid. And leaves him with a thunk and locks his locker and walks away.
Ebor, you are just like dropped with, 50 pounds of gold or something. Isn't it 50 gold or 50 coins of a pound? So 10. I don't know how to fucking do math.
Chad offers his locker as storage if you need a place to hide your body.
That 500 gold pieces. That would put me. Actually, I'm at 29.6 kilograms. I can walk around,
Nice.
I think.
You can walk.
Yeah, I've got a 30 limit, so I've got 0.4 left.
You can exchange those at the bank and get 750 toll spots.
Don't change these for toll bucks, Chad warned.
They're weightless.
John's laughing because he realizes that weightless has several meanings. Yes,
True.
the paper doesn't cost anything, and no, that money means nothing outside of the city.
True. You were warned.
Hey, John. So now for my stuff, can you just restock me and then charge me whatever?
Okay.
Like the ash and stuff like that.
Okay, I have a question about money here, because obviously Brandon did not delete anything from his sheet. His fanny pack says he has 8,800 gold pieces in it.
Yeah.
He gave me 8 grand in gold and 5 grand in gems.
Okay. Where did those gems come from?
Oh, the gems came from the last set where where you couldn't pay me everything in gold, and so we took everything in.
I am looking at both of your character sheets, and I do not see this at all.
Because I put everything in my fanny pack.
Regardless, with the money Chad had, I could have afforded the boots regardless.
Okay. I believe you. We need to do a money audit here.
Well,
One of these days. You have 0 money.
No. I have 8 toll bucks. And memories, John. The memories are what Chad really.
The memories, of course.
Yeah, because still hasn't really spent money outside of like buying 2 scrolls. And last session I wasn't able to make a resurrection spell, which I want to try to do. Make a revivify this week if we're doing a long rest.
Okay.
So revivify, and then I just need my spell components refitted.
Okay. Your spell components are going to be super simple to purchase, I believe. You just want to go up to
Everything
5?
back to 5.
Okay.
Yep, everything goes back to 5.
Sulfur and
that's-
phosphorus you can do.
And, John, that's what I was talking about when we were in the cave, where I had the components for like the fire, the wind, and shit like that.
I understand.
I have. Okay, yeah, I can summon if it's willing. or if you're okay with it. That's why I wanted to carry those components as well.
We'll go over that spell privately later, because you were still
That works.
fundamentally misunderstanding it.
Obviously. I'm sure.
Obviously. Okay. You fill up on spell components, and we'll try to make a scroll in a bit. What do the rest of you guys want to do? While Syl just wanders off, and you may see him again. Maybe. Who knows?
When was Tyrant on Ice gonna happen?
It is going to happen at the end of April. So, in slightly over a month.
Alright, so that's not happening yet.
Yep.
And at this point, Detonation Ball still hasn't started, right?
The season begins in 9 days.
Damn it. We need just a slightly longer rest for someone to die a little bit later. Chad's out of ideas. What do you guys want to do?
We have to talk to Ozark about something,
Well,
right?
we're gonna do that, but we got the whole week. What else do you want to do?
We should rent airships and race.
Well, I know Igor wants to hire assassins to kill Schmitty. There's no way he doesn't want to do that.
The Tyrant told us we can't do that.
Yeah. That's what he wants to do.
Chad would put that point in and then let Igor do whatever the fuck Igor wants.
Okay. We'll do Igor's downtime when we actually have Igor here.
Igor, what are you in the mood to do?
I don't know.
Well, Syl's off, doing whatever crazy wizard stuff he needs to do.
Warlock stuff.
Same.
We've done all the fight clubs. We're gonna miss all the fun, goofy sporting events. They don't happen for a while.
Should I just
Kinda
start
crazy
calculating
gnome
XP? Did we do
We have
XP
not.
for the elementals?
No.
Or the spirit beasts.
Okay.
We'll fill the downtime with RP while you do numbers.
Please do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elementals and 2 spirit beasts. We have a little bit of quest experience, but we haven't actually completed a quest yet. So this is like interluding quest. Maybe we'll save on quest since you guys went out to. Did we not do experience for even the colony?
No,
No,
because
we
I
haven't
asked
done
you
any of
something.
that.
We did the
Yeah.
quick maths last
Igor
week,
came
and
back.
last week it didn't
I trust
make a
you,
difference to
Igor.
anybody. If,
Yeah,
Yeah, Ebor has no XP gain, so of course we haven't done it.
and 2 weeks ago from the meme, we just went right into the cave. So we weren't able to actually do literally anything
True.
outside of that one.
Okay, cool. This times a number. Please tell me more what you guys want to do.
hey, Igor, what kind of crazy gnome stuff you get into back home?
It's a lot. It's a lot of experience.
Not a lot. We used to do like sword fighting and stuff, and I was the best because I had the biggest sword.
I mean, it seems like that gives you a pretty distinct advantage over gnomes.
He's not talking about his blade.
Oh.
No, I had
Alright.
a big blade as well. But then I learned very quickly that I was actually better at magic than with the sword because I'm quite small and I'm not very strong in that regard.
Chad would immediately go fucking jealous of all the cool wizardry shit that keeps happening around me. We met this one dude, I think, who cast Chain Lightning. Have you ever seen Chain Lightning? That shit's wild.
I've heard of it, not seen it, I don't think.
Roasted a whole bunch of herds. Blyshtung, you remember that shit?
Yeah, I was when they said chain lightning, I was expecting like literal chains of lightning, but like, you know, that was just as cool, honestly.
Yeah. Ball lightning, I also pictured as something else, but that's a different story for a different day.
I'll leave that to your discretion.
Wait, what's level 6? Isn't that like 1350 or something?
14 14 and change. We did this last week too, Lamau.
Yeah, I don't remember it at all.
Oh, I'm gonna reach for the monster.
Igor may
Level
level.
6 is 14,000.
Yeah, Igor's gonna level. And I haven't even done roleplay yet.
How much are we getting? Because if we're getting like $3,000, I also level.
We're not at $3,000. We are at 2,770 based off combat, roleplay, and starting quests. Once the colony is like fully, like once the main building's done, we're gonna get colony experience. So you know, have that somewhere on your getting ready for bank experience.
Again.
And once you guys break this curse or free Eamon, you will also be gaining quest experience. Which is what I have tallied, or not tallied, but I have little denotations of like who's on what quest. So that's what I have for you guys right now.
Yeah, that gets Chad close to 6, but Igor had a head start on me anyway.
Yeah, Igor had some head starts. Still gains nothing. He was not challenged at all by these elementals. He could have soloed that fight.
Can you tell me that number one more time before you get rid of it and it's gone forever?
2,770. Yep.
Should we have the same amount of experience, Chad? Or no? You should probably have a little more.
No, I have a little bit more because Momo died in my first quest out, and we got a lot of XP from that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Igor is now at 11863. He's at 14,633.
I'm not quite 250 XP short.
Damn.
Oh, Chad's itching to level up. We'll have to go break that curse.
Yep. Oof.
1,000.
We're getting close, guys, to server average being level 6, which means everyone's going to get that bump.
So just remember, guys, if you could defeat me in battle, you can take my experience.
Yeah.
But
If
not
you
your
kill
food,
him,
right?
you get to claim all of his magic, too. Alright, it looks like Igor is going to be doing more than hiring assassins during this week of long rest, but Devin isn't here to actually level up. So we're going to have to do that retroactively whenever he shows up next time. For everyone else, you basically just get the long rest mechanic. Nothing's threatening you here in the Tyrant's Court. But that leaves us with downtime activities. So, does anyone have anything aside from just restocking? Or are we just fast-forwarding this? I know Lei Stung wanted to talk to Ozark, or at least have the party talk to Ozark if he didn't care. And just trust whatever a zombie tells him. Which, you know, might be fair.
You get fast track and revivify.
Okay.
I
We
wouldn't
will.
mind learning spells, but I don't know if that would interrupt my long rest. So it'd be even longer than the long rest.
No, it would not interrupt your long rest. It'd be part of it.
Oh,
So if you want to try to learn a spell, you totally can.
cool.
Okay.
Chad would waste a lot of time doing dumb skateboard tricks and trying out weird stuff with his new boots.
Okay. Perfect.
Maybe get into a couple. I can't fight, right? But I could get into like a little scrap with someone in the bar and like with my Brotherhood of the Fist friends and like, hey, come on, you can't push me over. Come on.
Yeah, you could do that.
How many gold can I earn from stupid bar bets and doing such things? Because I'll take tens of gold.
Once the scam is understood, not a lot, but in that initial bit, potentially hundreds. You are able to get... What is that? 98 Tolspucks worth of gold.
Tulsa rich boys.
There you go. Ybor, you want to do spells? And we'll just do roleplay after this?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's knock out the mechanical shit, and then we will talk to Ozark.
So I was hoping to try and learn fly first.
Ooh, a very good spell. Can you roll me 3d2?
Don't do that in the ship.
Slash out.
4 days go by. Perfect. You will learn fly if you roll me a 1d100 and don't roll above an 80, I think it was. You have 20 int, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't roll above an 80. You will learn it. No big deal. So that would be on the 27th, you learn fly. Do you want to risk trying to learn... Well, what's your spell book look like right now? How many spells do you know? You should still probably not have nearly as much as Alden and Tamer, who have like a billion. But, you know. You don't want a shit ton of like spells you'll never use.
I've got 21 if I include fly.
I think that's... Yeah, you can get more. Easy.
No, what music is playing right now?
Just city. City background noise. There's like a jackhammer going.
Okay.
People are talking. There's a car or train.
What was going on?
You could definitely learn a second level spell. It would be a gamble to learn a third. If you guys care about time, which you might want to consider caring about.
If I recall, don't we have like 5 or 6 weeks left still? That's the reason why
No.
we came back to Tulsa because I brought that up last week, where I had an issue with the time restraints, and y'all were like, "Oh, we still have like 6 weeks or 4 weeks or something like that."
We're down to like 2 or 3.
It's
Something like
definitely 3 now.
Somewhere around that. Yeah.
After this long race, I think it's 3.
Because if it's only gonna take a little after and he can get another spell, I say do it because it's not gonna take us more than a day to get back over there.
Do you want to try learning another third level spell, Ybor?
So I like the idea of catnap, but I don't know if you would like it because of the way you're doing rest mechanics is different.
Isn't it just a 10-minute short rest?
Yes.
Yeah, that's legal. I don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, I would attempt to try and learn that.
Alright, roll me 3d2. Become my first player who takes catnap.
It's a third level spell as well. So
Yep.
it'd be another... Oh, yeah, 3d2. I had 2d2.
You're good.
3d2.
Ooh, 5 days go by. So that was on the 27th. So you guys will be in April when that spell finishes. It will be April 3rd? 9. Hang on, now I need to do fucking math. You started research on the 23rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will be the 2nd of April when your spell research is complete. Yeah, perfect. You rolled the 1d100. Okay. Igor, or not Igor. Fuck, I messed up. Ybor. First time. Spell concludes. Which means we are... Yeah, Detonation Ball season will begin. So the long rest finishes. Ybor tells everyone he needs some time to finish up a spell. That will take 2 more days than everybody thought it would, or what he thought it would. And during that time, you guys will have plenty of opportunities to talk to Ozark, have a crazy nightmare on the 30th where you are being chased by an army of dancing vampires, and I suppose talk to the Tyrant if you guys want to fill in one of his time slots. No one's really talked to him after he verbally lashed Igor in the face. So now that maybe a week or two has gone by, everyone's more chill about, you know, decision-making processes. And blatant murder.
I don't think we have much to say to the tyrant
No?
or to report back to him on, right?
Maybe just advice from Ozark on should we kill Iamon or go into the Shadow Realm. Oh, you missed it. We had a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh references. You would have loved it.
It's true. We did.
I feel like we should try to cast Change of Heart and push through.
Oh, yeah? Your fucking shit-eating grin just shows up in camera.
Well, you know, I figured I'd throw something out there. I have the Dark Magician.
The Blue Eyes White Dragon and Exodia, too? What do you guys want to do? Tell me, and we will do it. Make a decision, someone.
We have to talk to Ozark, so go to Ozark.
Alright, you guys go to
A lot
Ozark.
of a lot more downtime. I think I want to do something after we talk to Ozark.
Okay. Well, you have 9 days, so you have plenty of time to do whatever. Ozark will invite you guys out to a dinner, a dining establishment. One of the high rises, a luxury hotel. He is currently wining and dining like several people at once through his magic. And he will invite you up here in a big table. You guys do have to follow a dress code. But those, you know, suits, those nice little tuxedos will be provided to you if you, you know, want something else like fancy robes or, well, you know, whatever sort of apparel. There is a dress code. And he will be looking at you guys as he greets you all, drinking nice wine, eating light dishes made out of meat while he eats rigatoni.
Yeah, we have garlic bread here.
What? This isn't
Yeah.
a cheap garlic bread.
Yeah, you know.
That's peasant
cheap-
food.
Have you had it?
Of course.
And you're gonna tell me it's peasant food?
It is.
No shot.
You think a noble would dare eat something just bread covered in garlic butter?
I mean, you guys eat
Isn't that
like
bruschetta?
small portions, isn't it?
Is it deep fried?
Would have, if I shaved gold on it, would it be more appealing for rich people?
Are you gonna cause a scene here when I'm inviting you to one of the nicer places in town? You know, we could have just had this in one of the shitty
mean, if
fucking
it-
side rooms of the
I'm
Tyrant's
just saying,
Court.
if they have pastas here, garlic bread should be mandatory.
It
it's
is
just-
not,
it's just
unfortunately. It's just too messy. It gets everywhere. It clings to your fingers and greases you up.
Do they have Parmesan spaghetti?
I'm sure they have some kind of spaghetti.
I'll order the spaghetti off the menu that they
Wh-
have.
Okay. Someone asks if you want complimentary mushrooms or like a topping, anything like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll take
Okay, cool. Eating spaghetti is apparently super low class too. Like if you're ever going into like a business meeting at like a dining establishment, never order spaghetti.
I'm
I
glad
learned that in a real life etiquette class.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Either way,
Just remember, kids, always have your pinkies up.
all 4 or 5 of you, if Igor chooses not to level up and do this instead, which I doubt, are staring in front of the Lich Wizard Ozark. Well, you asked for this meeting.
Chad's gonna order a big, nasty bowl of pasta and sit down and be like, "All right, boss."
You know they have
we gotta
steaks
eat."
here, right? This isn't like just Italian. Or, I mean, Ugarestian.
Chad's fine with the big bowl of bastard.
Okay.
So, do we know? Did we already talk to Ozark about Iamon or no? Just the curse, right?
Yeah. You guys were super general, like, we gotta go. When you guys came into the Tyrant's Court.
Ozark, have you heard of someone known as Iamon?
Oh, maybe. His eyes sort of like glaze over. His big rim glasses kind of sheen, doing that anime sheen for like half a second as he like adjusts them slightly. Yes. Whew. I haven't heard that name in. Are they playing tubas and trombone? What is happening?
I mean, the stage's lights are going on, so.
I feel like I'm at a circus. I thought we were. Maybe we are at a circus. Can we just appreciate this music for a second?
I turned it up for a minute because again I got confused. I was like, "Is this all right? We're rolling with this."
I wish it could be louder.
I can turn it up.
Yes.
There's so many people here. It sounds like a fucking carnival. You guys hear this?
Should we have put on face paint? I know we know a place that kind of needs that.
No, this isn't fucking Nevitor's Arsenal. You were asking about Iamon. Yes, she was a enchantress or some such illusionist. Way back when. Whew, before my time, even. I've been around a long time.
She mentioned something about being around primordial forces and such.
Most wizards are filled with shit. You should never... Yeah. Did that stump Chad for a second there?
That takes a moment as we look to our wizard for advice. Our elder wizard, simulacrum. Is it actually Ozark? Are we looking at a simulacrum?
Who knows at this point, man?
Have we ever met the real Ozark?
Who knows at this point, man? Oh, wow. Okay, the salsa dancers are out now. What the fuck?
This is my jam.
Ooh, the Rodrigo music.
Yes. Okay. We're just gonna do salsa music, guys. I'm sorry. Ebor, you're awfully quiet, Ozark points out, looking at this, fifth or third circle mage before him.
Ebor, describe the contract you saw.
Describe the contract that I saw.
Wait, can we have a copy of this contract?
We do somewhere,
Yeah. Ebor was the last one to have it because he was deciphering it.
Yeah.
Did somebody
like
give
to
it to
see it?
Grimir? Did Grimir keep it? Oh no. Whose inventory is it in?
Vulturebolts. Oh no.
And Ebor's.
Ebor quickly types. Ebor can have the contract if he wants it.
I'll put it down on my sheet. I hadn't actually written it down because.
Ooh, Millman. You pull out the contract. Ozark takes it gently with a mage hand, unfurls it with a mage hand so that he can actually read it without putting down his rigatoni fork and glass of wine. Wow, this is incredibly unfavorable to you all. Did you know that you could be turned into a meat puppet by like the 30th of next month, if not before it? When was this signed?
Just death.
Death, meat puppet, same.
Oh.
Looks like Stung. Why did you? Why is he the co-signer to everyone else's attached?
I thought I died because my head got slammed onto the side of a wall.
That makes actually perfect sense. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Wasn't very pleasant.
I'm sorry, I spoke over the young wizard here.
There was a moment of peer pressure, and most people seemed to thought getting a tattoo on their face was a good idea.
Ah,
So,
peer pressure, the doom of all parties.
I refrained because I thought it seemed a bit weird.
Trust your instincts. They're there for a reason.
I've honestly gotten into weirder, but looking back on it, probably not the best choice at the time. Anyway.
Those still look pretty sick. Doesn't make it look any less cool.
Those look cool.
I suppose.
If you break the curse, does that mean you lose the tattoo as well? So it would have been for naught.
I'll see if there's like a tattoo artist that can like jot this down somewhere in case that happens. I want to keep it.
So what are you planning to do about this? doubt that I could. I mean, I could give it the old college try, but... I mean, no offense, guys, but... I'm not made out of magic here. I'm not gonna spend like 50 million gold trying to fucking break a curse from some ancient being whose magic I don't fully understand.
Do you know if magic like this stays past if they were to die?
If you were to die?
No, if the caster were to die, does magic like this linger?
It depends on what sort of creature it is. What do all of you know about liches in the world? Do you know the lich Necrodan? The lich of undeath? Or the undead?
Clowntown.
Yeah.
Clowntown is an actual clown. Fuck that guy.
Oh, Clowntown is who we met then.
Yes.
What a strange day that was.
I'm sorry. Interacting with him is just a hassle. See, he's a real illusionist. Like, you can't trust anything you're seeing when you're near that guy. And I have true sight, and I'm still pretty certain I don't know what he looks like in the slightest at all.
So, we were presented with two options for this situation. We can go and kill Iamon, or the skeleton delegate Grimir, who knew something about all this situation. Can
Wait, why are you fucking with Grimir? Isn't he supposed to be, like, locked up in the woods? Guarding ancient relics?
Iamon wanted to talk to Grimir, and Grimir didn't want to talk to Iamon. But Grimir gave us another option for breaking the curse by going to the Shadow Realm.
The Shadow Realm?
It wasn't the Shadow Realm. Chad thinks for a moment. Yeah, something about the love of mankind, sacrifice one to save many. Shoot, where did that go? Anyway.
Yeah, that
Chad.
sounds like him.
Yeah.
He's a melodramatic fool.
Grimir wasn't bad. What do you have against Grimir?
I don't have anything, like, a grudge or anything. I'm just... spitting truth, you know?
Maybe he'll give you a tattoo as well.
I'll pass. I have enough magic coursing through my body. I don't need one of necromancy. Just ruins all of my, good points.
Grimir promised us a way to break the curse by going to this strange alternate realm, which seemed incredibly dangerous. So we were just seeing if you thought the more dangerous alternative would be going and murdering Iamon. We're gonna do one. We have to do something.
I would never fight a wizard in a lair. So if this creature is trapped, as this contract suggests, he mage hands it back to you, Ebor. They are trying to find a way out into the mortal realm. So that's something that probably shouldn't happen, right? So the last thing you guys want to do is give it mortal bodies to walk out. If it's like in a spiritual form. Or a non-corporeal form.
Bad point, Soleshta. This would be the corporeal form that we worry about, right?
Well, like all three of you, right?
Oh, well.
Yeah, don't fuck with creatures that can split their conscious experience either. Because then, like, they work together and you're like, oh, we have to deal with three of the same guy. It's not fun. Trust me, I mean, I have like a network of simulacrums. They're awful. I hate them.
Huh. What do you know about different planes then? Like, is there any way to prepare to going into just a different reality?
From what I understand from Runt, who talked to me about his horrifying experience touching a wall and almost dying instantly, it just sounds like this zombie dude's just guarding like an ancient ruin. It's not even like a real fucking demi-plane. So, yeah. You should go look at the Discovery team's notes. Well, one of them writes stuff down. The others just keep fucking dropping like flies. One of them literally died, like, yesterday. And, like, I don't have the heart to tell Tyrant. Because he's just gonna fucking throw another temper tantrum. Ugh. That's why I'm here. Fuck.
Wait, hang on. out of character. Is this the point where Zero died?
Yeah, your guys are in the week where Zero's dead.
Oh wow, we're almost close to almost being up to you guys, everyone else.
I think so.
We're the most in the past.
Wait, I may be a complete fucking fraud. No? Where did Zero die? Oh yeah, he did die in March. I'm not making that up. He dies... No, Zero dies on the 14th, so it's been like 3 weeks, or 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah. So while you guys were out gallivanting in that cave, Zero died. So you guys are actually ahead of the Discovery team.
Collective high five, boys. We did it.
Yep.
We're not in the back of the pack anymore.
Yeah, you guys just surpassed them, who just entered the City of Blinding Lights on the 25th. And it's the 30th for you guys right now. Calendar! Woo! Anyway. Yeah. I'm not gonna deal with that guy.
Back in character. Sorry. So you're thinking, Grimir and his demi-plane is a safer, smarter alternative than going and fucking with a wizard in their lair?
I mean... You guys are kind of between a rock and a hard place, you know? You have magical weapons, right? And, like, things to attack spirits.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a chance you could, like, get the jump on Iamon and then just beat them to death. If they can die. Or at least, you know, till you scatter them enough where they can't instantly reconstitute themselves if they're immortal. So, you know, maybe you buy yourself some time there and get, like, you know, into the space where the contract couldn't be fulfilled and thus it's void now. Which is a way, I suppose. But then you're, like, gambling with whether this creature can, like, reconstitute itself fast enough to impose its curse on you anyway. So then maybe you have to, like, stay in that demi-plane for a while and just wait. And just, like, destroy them again if they start, like, healing.
The idea of fighting old magic scares me. I'd rather just kill zombies for a while.
Yeah.
See
That
if
being
works.
said, like, fucking zombies are guarding something. Like, I'm not gonna fuck with that. Like, if the undead are just like, no, stay away. Like, what do they have to lose, right? Like, they're undead. Kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. If I don't, you know, spoil things for you, I suppose.
We'll put our heads together. This has provided enough information, I think, for us.
Yeah.
Appreciate the talk.
No problem.
Spaghetti.
You have a wonderful evening with Ozark, if that is all you wish to speak to him about. Some might even call it a magical evening.
Yeah, it was a circus, Italian restaurant, not an Italian restaurant.
Salsa
No.
dancers are just like doing their thing in the dance floor.
Very cool.
Syl is just drunk off moonshine, comatose.
Can I also steal like the rolls and put it in my?
Yeah, you can get some of these bread rolls that don't have garlic sauce on them. just fucking pocket it.
I'm putting them in my. I'm putting them in the fanny pack.
Mm. Okay.
Alright.
So we would I would suggest Chad, I think, would be saying, all right, we need to reconvene. Let's go talk on the airship.
Yeah, we have to deliberate.
We need a war room. I think Igor's room or any of our space on the ship would be a good spot for that.
I thought you bought a house with
I
Syl.
didn't end up with a house. Syl has a house.
Oh, Syl has the house.
Do you guys wait for Ebor's spell to finish, or is this between that time? Of, like, meeting with Ozark and then that spell completing? Because as soon as that spell's done, like, there's no reason for you guys not to just immediately set sail to a destination.
I would want to finish the talk before he finishes this. Chad would
Yeah.
want to get this off his chest immediately. Like as
Okay.
soon as we get back out of that restaurant, it's like we gotta get to the airship and talk this through.
Yeah.
You guys can head to the airship. It is nighttime in late spring, early summer. No, just late spring. Yeah,
That
it's
has
a
a plan.
it's a beautiful
What?
evening.
So, Iamon can't leave that plane, right? So, what happens if we force her to leave the plane? Hey, Syl, that door thing that you used to beat me to the general goods store. Tell me how that works.
I moved myself in one of the first willing person up to 500 feet.
Oh, willing? That's kind
Willing.
of detrimental to this plan. I was thinking you could pop one underneath her and put the other one facing the portal that she can't leave, and just like, you know.
Yeah, I can't do that. Now, if I was just a little bit stronger, I would have Phoenix. I would have Phoenix to a different realm, but I'm not strong enough for that yet.
That was what I was thinking we could try and get away with here. I'm also down for just beating the shit out of this thing, but if anyone has a more elegant plan,
Well,
I'm
the
over
problem
here.
The problem with your idea is the fact that how long has that person been on that plane to where they have home field advantage, to where the rules are literally in their favor. And if we were to do the other thing, we can work with the skeleton man and kind of finagle it that way without having to ever touch that other field. Because I agree with the Ozark that it's there for a reason and we shouldn't be fucking with it.
Yeah, it turns to Lightstone. You wanted to beat the shit out of some zombies. You still feeling like you want to beat the shit out of some zombies?
I do like me beating the shit out of some zombies.
Igor notes that Smite does an extra damage dice against undead, just so everyone's aware.
And if this lady's undead or whatever she is,
Not entirely
Uh-huh.
sure what Iamon is.
I have a bad feeling about fighting someone who's placed basically their mark on us. Seems like it won't end up well.
Yeah.
Who knows what else this mark does besides the contract, right?
Well, she can hear us. We're already fucked, so.
Yeah. And so what Sills is saying is correct, and they can manipulate whatever is in that dimension, but just can't leave it. It's
She
just
can't do anything
booby
here.
trap, right?
I don't think she can do anything here short of that contract that we're already bound to. So,
I'm saying if we go in there to beat her, she can just set booby traps because she can maybe hear us or know our thoughts.
or know that. Oh yeah, that's all fair in game too.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're. Igor, you cool with the Shadow Realm?
Yeah.
I vote for Shadow Realm.
All right, boys, get your trap cards ready.
Get your boats ready.
They'll never get past us.
Oof. Everyone goes to grab their children's card game of choice. Some pick Magic, some pick Hearthstone. One guy picks, I don't know, baseball, Digimon, what?
pick
Baseball
Solitaire.
cards.
Pokemon the trading card game.
Yeah.
I pick Solitaire.
You just get a fucking... Perfect.
Alright, off the duelist kingdom we go, boys.
You guys have to wait a day or two for the thing to finish. The spell to be learned, and then you guys can head off. Can we adjust sheets? I want everyone to adjust their inventories for the stuff they are taking on this adventure. So if you have 9,000 pounds of gold, maybe we should leave that behind.
Yeah, mine's good. Do I need weight on the Sacred Flame Gun or the Detective's Pipe?
Not the detective's pipe. The weight of the gun is, I think, 3 pounds. It's not too heavy. It's basically just metal wrapped around a wand.
Really quick, John, did we do the the revivify.
Let me roll that. What is
Thank
your check? It's like an Arcana.
For me, well, that's what we brought up last week because since my modifier is charisma, I don't think we're using Arcana.
No, we're using. I think it's just a flat charisma check. Because that's your spellcaster. Meh.
Yeah.
A 16, you will be able to make one of these scrolls at the cost of 300 GP.
Okay.
Perfect. You will still need the material component to cast this, but in theory, you don't need to use a spell slot. So, you know, you get your scroll, you get your diamond, then you combine the two, and you cast the magic.
Well, I have, on person, I have two 300 ones, so I should be good there.
You should be. What's up, Ivor?
I've swapped a cantrip over. Just I'd mention it.
What cantrip did you switch over?
I swapped Beam and Blade for Create Bonfire.
Interesting. Okay. You swap it. A long rest was completed, so you may do this. Cool. It is the second. Tomorrow, detonation ball season begins in earnest. The Tulse team has had a news conference stating that they have rebranded thanks to a certain, a couple of interest groups who wanted to fund and start a fresh season of the sport that kind of like got sidelined for 2 to 3 years. And now they're looking for challengers both intercity and abroad. They're trying to restart the league basically on their own. Hell yeah. The Tulse Spirit Beasts are what they're called. Trying to take back the national horror that was the invasion 2 years ago. Just like, we own them now. Yeah. We'll see how they perform during the year. The summer split is about to begin, guys, for detonation. All right. You guys can just fly to Destry again. It's, a day away. It takes all of your movement for your airship. So that will be the 3rd, where raid team arrives in Destry. Raid Destry.
We'll do the same. Quick, get in, get out, refuel, head up the hour.
Okay.
To that clearing that we had found, and then all we have to do is just politely talk to a skeleton, and then Premier will show up.
Okay. Let's roll to see what Fresnoth is doing. When does Fresnoth, pick up bullshit? Fresnoth... No, that's Eldritch. Alright, Fresnoth is actively murdering people during this time. She had started earlier last month, and now it's in full swing. Many would call this just... I guess it's not, based off a group of people. Can you genocide your own people? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's called insubordination or trying to make a point.
Okay, yeah. That's basically what's happening. Examples are being made for people who resist Fresnoth, this warlord in Destry. And the Tulst Expeditionary Force are thinking about expanding their little operation to include Destrian citizens and rebuild the city's own militia so that they can go fight their invader or / usurper? Civil War instigator? Bad shit. But on the 4th, you guys can avoid all that because Rick Silverback is under contract to keep the Fresnoth air fleet at bay, which he is doing with raw firepower. So go diplomancy team. Otherwise, you guys would really be fucked because they have a ranged weapon on their ships, and you guys don't. Okay, the fourth happens. You guys go to the clearing. If our boy Bogeable can make a quick captaincy check, which is a failure. Uh-oh. He can't remember where you guys were. You guys are going to need to try to find either a new one or try to navigate the ship to where you found a clearing.
I mean, couldn't we any clearing nearby, which there was that giant, like, area, right, that we had seen before that was very...
It wasn't, like, giant. It was, like, you know, like 100 feet in any direction. And when you're over a canopy, like a forest, you know, like, it's that weird angling. I think Ebor rolled, like, really high on a perception check and found that. I think it was like a 23 or a 24 or something.
He got a nat 20 on it.
You got a nat 20 on that.
Ebor, do you remember where this place was? Is anything of this look familiar to you?
Do I?
Do you have a thing that would let you remember?
Um,
Do you like keen mind or like a navigation thing or?
Chad holds up his pipe.
a really good history.
Do you have a magical map?
I'm really intelligent.
It sounds like we're going to be doing perception checks, boys.
Well, that's what I wanted anyway, because he's gonna roll a 30.
Okay.
Are we all rolling them? Or
Sure, fuck it.
I mean, my faith's in Ebor. Oh wait, that wasn't Ebor. We're good.
Still, I will be rolling your perception check.
I might have seen something.
Blip.
Yeah, I have terrible perception.
Okay. Those are 10s with authority, though. And
Wait,
finally,
wait, hang on.
Igor.
Sil gets one.
I already
Okay.
did Sills.
Igor gets one, rather.
Yeah,
What I
Igor.
get?
You got a 17, I got an 8.
How does Igor only have 2 proficiencies?
And the injuries.
Guys, Igor, he only has 2 proficiencies.
The audit begins. Thursday, Saturday squads, quick.
He never did his paladin proficiencies. It's just acrobatics and performance from Gladiator.
He doesn't need him.
He doesn't. But for 20 sessions, he hasn't had...
He put it all into plot armor, dude. You have to scroll farther.
There's no proficiency for plot armor. Alright, blep. Alright, cool. So Sil and Chad may have seen it. So let us roll. Chad, you will see it. With the 18, you will match its hidden DC that John just made by rolling a d20 and saying that was the DC number that you had to make. You pass it, and you are able to spot with a, I don't know, binocular or just with your plain eyeballs. You're like, that looks familiar. The ship, Bogeable, and Igor, of course, captaining, will take you guys over there. And once again, anchor within this 100-foot clearing or so. And begin to lower last inventory checks before we go into who knows what.
Good.
Are we good? Can I get some thumbs up? Still doesn't care because he's Gucci.
I'm always Gucci.
True. He's always at a soccer field. Alright. It sounds like we're good to go. Igor may be able to pick something retroactively, but we're not going to worry about it. Because he still has to do his entire fucking level up. He also goes back to 43 hit points. He gets all of his Lay of Hands back. He gets his Divine Smites back. He gets his Stone Skin back. I think that's... Oh god, he had a shit ton of stuff. Okay. And you guys head into the unknown forest. The sea of trees. We are looking for a skeleton, yeah?
He told us that we could just approach any skeleton and that would
Yep.
into the trees. We found one
Kelly?
pretty quickly before. Go ahead, Sil.
I was gonna say, he said just find any dead thing and then just basically Beetlejuice it.
Okay. How are we gonna find an undead?
Igor has divine sense, right?
Igor cast Divine Sense. Yeah, there's a
That's how we found it
skeleton
last time.
literally in the field you guys landed in. It's kind of like nestled between two rocks. And although it is inanimate, or looks to be, its head is pointed right towards you guys. As though this was just its position it wanted to take when it, fell from the sky? Question mark? Who knows how it got here?
I turn to it and I say, "Hey, Grimir, we're back. Can we talk?" We're interested
No, you
in
gotta do
what-
it like Grimir, Grimir, Grimir.
Oh yes, you're right. I forgot. Rule of 3.
Rule of 3.
Grimir, Grimir, and then the same thing. I just went down.
We want to talk.
He said
At-
that more theatrically. Like, I beseech you.
At Sill's third Grimir, as he is
Seven
mocking
zombies together summon Grimir.
the method, the skeleton points its finger slowly, breaking it slightly to get it out of the rock that it's sort of wedged between, and just points in a northward direction.
Thanks. And we can start heading in the direction the skeleton pointed.
Toss him a coin.
You throw a coin at it. Its arm slowly lowers, and it goes
Chad
back
puts-
to hanging out.
Chad quickly slips a Tolspuck in underneath the coin right as it grabs it and scoots away.
Okay, so he throws a coin, you run after the coin and put a, dollar bill under it.
One singular Tolspuck.
Okay, cool. You get rid of
Wait,
your
keep your money
worthless
over
money. The worst...
Leave evidence that we were here, but we're leaving toll spots where we're going. That feels like a really bad thing to do.
So who's gonna come here and talk to Grimir that often? I'm sure he has
Specifically,
friends,
this
but
skeleton that's stuck in this specific field. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but you've literally said Holst was here. And we're not
I
meant
turn to the
be-
skeleton. Hey man, you gonna say anything? We cool?
It does not move or speak.
It's not the skeleton, it's the fact that you've put money from a place that you're not meant to say we're from and you've just put it on the ground for anyone to find.
listen, I'm gonna take the toll spot, I'm gonna add it to my inventory.
I'm just gonna go
And
back
I'm
to
gonna
the
give him
table.
another coin.
So you...
And I'm gonna look at Chad, I'm gonna look at Chad, make sure he doesn't grab it.
Dad's like, I'm cool with this. Let's roll.
Alright. I now have one toll spot in my inventory.
You tip the skeleton as a true American would. The most minor of services. You know, here's like $200. There you go. You guys head northward. And you're going to run into some more skeletons who are like built out of the ground. Or like half submerged, half covered in roots. One just sort of like is a rib cage upwards and is just like kind of like walking on its hands. And each of them are going to point you in a direction. Do you guys just go where the skeletons point you towards?
Are they all pointing in the same direction?
Basically, right?
They adjust
You
slightly.
always... Yeah, you gotta go with the skellies.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is fun.
Yeah, it's like a weird scavenger hunt, but you're looking for carcasses rather than eggs. And they'll point you to more.
This is fun. I'm having a great time in K.
You guys can head northwards and journey for like half a day through this dark undergrowth, this sea of trees, these heavy and tall pines obscuring what was a blue sky but has sort of like begun graying over as you guys begin to go downhill more and more and more. These rocky canyons, these mountains that just jut up, begin to cover the land in shade and shadows.
Before we get too much farther, Chad checks communications with the airship and lets them know that we're traveling. And, you know, if you guys have to leave or something, we need to meet back up in that same spot. Leave a mark or something.
We'll
They
put
have
some
any sort of
markers,
way-
Captain. Wait, you're not our captain?
This is Igor talking, right? He would be the one giving the orders anyway.
Okay. Igor will order Bojable to leave some kind of way so that they can, if they have to, come back to this area. That being said... Yeah, what's up?
Well, I was just gonna ask, is there like a flare type thing?
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't want to do it in such, like, undergrowth, where you can't even see the sky.
It's not our forest. It's not our forest.
Because then you get caught in a forest fire you create and you die.
This is a big forest. We're not burning down the sea of trees.
Fine.
Okay. You guys head more and more northwards. You will find a stagnant pool of water where a marsh skeleton sort of crawls itself out of and points you a little bit more westward. Then you'll find a rocky canyon where one skeleton is just trapped under boulders. The only visible part of him is his hand, which sends you a little bit more northeastward. And eventually, you will see it. But what you'll see will be found out on the other side of our break, so we'll be right back, everybody, after... Well, I don't know if Twitch listens to me when it comes to breaks, but we'll be back here in a bit.
After these new messages...
Hey guys, I just realized I had it on the stream ending and not the break tab. My bad if I scared anybody. We're back though. Hi, I'm trying to find my map of this dungeon. I remember it fondly, but I don't want to like contradict myself, which is like the big meme. You know what I mean? I think I literally, in my soy rage, as it were, when the Discovery team refused to like go to the final room, which is where you guys are going to be going.
Did they really?
Yeah, they refused to go into the final room.
What was their reasoning?
They were scared.
I'm out.
They were cowards. Yeah, they left. And I think I just straight up ripped it out of my book and like threw it away. So I still remember the layout. I may need to draw it just as like a refresher real fast, so I'm gonna do that.
Wait, can you rage quit your own map?
Well, it wasn't like a battle map. It was a hand-drawn one where we were just.
No, but can you still rage quit it?
Yeah,
He
totally.
deleted the whole club branch side quest because we went somewhere else first.
I mean,
Well,
if you
in
guys
all
don't need the quest, you don't need the
We
quest,
didn't.
right?
We found it. We got lucky, but we were gonna go
Okay.
anyway. We wanted another circlet of intellect.
Let's get back into game. Let's get back into roleplay. Time's burning.
Alright.
You guys are entering this dark, spooky wood, and suddenly, several armed and armored skeleton corpses, carcasses of varying rates of decay, stand before you. The freshest, in many sense of the word, Grimir, arriving last, holding a two-handed maul made out of black steel in his hand with this ash pole that, you know, Igor immediately gets jealous, of course. Look at this guy's fucking maul.
Oh, he's going to attack him, isn't he? Roll for initiative, guys. Eagle's going to attack the guy.
No,
He's got them all.
No, he's
He
sedated.
he did just hit level 6, and this is an undead. You.
We joke,
I have
but this
nothing
is
to argue.
This is like a thing that he would bring up. Yeah. Besides, you have Syl on your side, right? He's a god.
These are true facts.
7 heavily armored and armed undead champions, I suppose what we'll call them from now on, stand before you. Grimir speaking in his tongue that none of you understand. It's like old English.
Give me a minute, I can understand if you give me 10 minutes.
You know, as a corpse, he has all the time in the world. So he'll wait.
Pull out my book, sit down, and be like.
You begin
I got new
chanting.
boots, Grimir. Check out my new boots.
You show him off your boots. He gives like a nod in his weird alien nod where there's like no muscle and it's like all thought. So he's just like, yep.
Did they have detonation ball when you were alive? I'm just killing time while he comprehends languages.
He shakes his head. No.
Detonation ball just started. Maybe you can come check us out?
He shakes his
Shadow
head.
beasts?
He shakes
I
his
hand-
head. He
Then
keeps
smack
shaking his head.
Igor. I smack Igor. I'm like, Igor, he wants the foam finger. Give him the foam finger.
He keeps shaking his head. No. And as
you
you,
know what a TV is?
he nods. Yeah.
Would you like one?
No.
Okay.
Does not want anything from you. He can understand you. The sad thing is you can't understand him. But 10 minutes will go by and Ebor will be able to translate.
I
Can
would
I
have
up?
tried to play a game of 20 questions with Grimir if no one else had pressing questions.
Well, I offered him one of my drinks.
All right. Do we want to speed run 20 questions? I'll give you
No,
3.
just-
I'll give you 3 questions. Yes or no's. Let's do it.
Is it a creature?
No. He shakes his head.
Is it non-living?
He nods.
Is it you?
He shakes his head. And then
Yeah.
Ebor's
Yes,
spell
Tiamat.
concludes. You actually got it, CK.
What was it?
It was Iamon, of course it
Yeah,
was.
Tiamat.
Oh, very good.
You may not notice, but
Greetings.
he was getting our tattoos while you were asking the question.
Salve,
I
he
know.
says, giving you a universal gesture of goodwill, and I'm not going to harm you. The single hand wave. You can understand me now, Gnome?
Yeah.
Good. I will explain this quickly, because once you are in, we will not have too much time. We are going into a temple made by Hephaestus, the first Lich Wizard. He is an asshole. Do not touch walls. Be careful of the floor, and follow the points man's every single step. Do not waste time, and don't cast magic needlessly. Although the temple is currently unpowered, there are certain mechanisms that are passive, that detect magic and shoot at it. If you have magical weapons, these will not normally trigger unless they are of great power. But if you are, say, casting a fireball, chances are that will trigger a trap. Do not touch walls. Again, no matter how close you get to one, do not touch the walls. And
He
he...
also said don't touch the floor.
Be careful of the floor.
Oh, careful of the floor.
Is it
Walk
is it
after
lava?
the point man.
The floor is lava.
Grimir missed out on the lava floor. It is not lava. No, it is worse. There may be an enemy with a capital E. If you see that, we will tell you to run back, and we will hold it off or suppress it. You are not to get anywhere near it, and if a voice tells you to give you its flesh, do not do that. It wants your
We should just
flesh.
Ignore that, right?
I'm sorry.
We should just ignore that it exists if it happens.
Yes. Pretend it doesn't. It will try to eat at your fears and make you run like an idiot in panic and trigger traps to kill you. Then it will use your body as a foul, artistic piece, I suppose, and turn you into a creature resembling you, but not.
Chad speaks up. Hey, do you know something called the fairy?
I know many fairies, not
This
by
isn't
name.
an actual fairy.
Fuck off,
this
Brent.
is a strange abjuration, alteration, nasty demon monster. They took part of my spine. Should I be worried about them turning that into something?
If something ever takes a part of you that is magical, yes. This is how I came to be. Which, of course, Ebor translates, and, you know, that's kind of weird just saying out loud, Ebor.
I'm gonna check if he has any cool boots on him. Does he?
No, he's wearing greaves and what appear to be some, like, steel-toed shoes.
They look interesting enough, though.
Yeah, he's in, like, full fucking plate mail regalia. This guy's a literal moving undead tank. Okay. That was the warning. Is anyone getting second thoughts?
Maybe it's good that I'm a low-level wizard because I can't do the big magic. Big brain play.
I'll just keep my hands to myself.
Good. Follow me.
Should be a life lesson.
We will go quickly. And hopefully nothing will spawn on top of us. And he, with that foreboding, very foreboding phrase, will not lead you. He will allow the point man, this masked undead creature in like half plates with a wicked sword that just sort of is combined with his arm. Kind of like Gravelord Nito in a way, if anyone's played Dark Souls. This entity will lead you guys forward until after about 600 feet you will be in front of what appears to be a stone temple that has like crashed into the ground. Earth seems to be trying to like it either crashed into the ground or like natural erosion is trying to bury it. Maybe it's just sinking. Who knows? It could be this thing predates literally everything in this world at this moment. So, you guys, last chance to turn back, to not enter.
Ready to roll.
Yeah, we're going in.
Okay. Okay, so the skateboard has to stay outside. There's no way. What the fuck? Wait, why are you upside down, Igor?
I think they put the gnome carriage on wrong.
Should be better. Not better.
Okay, yeah, you just froze. Greymere will not let you take your skateboard inside. He does not want anything rolling uncontrollably. He wants people stepping very, very carefully with the least amount of things in their hands as possible.
I'll leave it outside.
Okay.
Give someone a skeleton stole.
They're not bringing it in.
Can still try to
No, to like one outside.
Just immediately try to shoot with skateboard. I mean, you can, but those are like fighting words, right?
I think before we go in, Chad, you should demonstrate a kickflip, give it to a skeleton that's not coming inside, and see their progress after we leave.
Still contemplating.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh no. You trip and roll me a 1d20 and don't roll below a 10.
Yep. Sure thing.
Your board's like wheels and like the front two wheels that are bolted into the board come off. You have kick flipped too many times and loosened those, and they just split. If you had new screws or a new position to screw them into, you could fix this easy, no big deal. But
I know a few positions you can screw into.
fuck off, Brandon.
Nice try.
Oh my god.
No, Chad, I deserve it. Do it. Do it.
Don't get the got him. Oh my god. Haha, get him. You guys follow. John needs to play some spooky, scary music. The storm is no longer before. We are in the storm. It's dank. It's cold in here. As soon as you, like, enter the threshold, there's no gate. It's just an archway that is, like, 30 feet high. And
it's cold in here?
It is very cold in here.
That must mean there's some Taurus in the atmosphere. I said, brr. It's cold in here. There must be some Taurus in the atmosphere. I said, brr. No? No one ever
I wanted
saw.
to see how long you were going to roll that out.
Yeah, you keep going.
Has no one ever seen that movie? Bring it
No.
on?
Never once.
Ugh,
Make it
y'all
in
are,
I was just
Y'all-
happy for you.
Thank you. Y'all are just awkward too straight for me. Whatever.
Is it time to die? You guys enter this spooky, scary temple. Immediately, your senses are heightened. You all know you are in a grave amount of, or a great amount of danger and peril. The moment you start seeing undead slowly begin to make their way down a 60-foot hallway. Grimir said he wanted to go quick. this is the pace they are setting to go quick. It is a step every 12 seconds. Occasionally, this will stop as the undead in the point, or on the point of this formation, pokes the floor a couple of times, and then makes another step. This is a crawl, in all sense of the word.
They're not
Luckily,
setting off traps, and we know where the floor is, right?
you indeed have enough time not to set off any traps, but man, this conga line is boring as fuck.
How complicated of a path are we taking?
Not very, but the fact that they are, like, doing minuscule movements signals a lot.
Chad would try and take note of whenever a turn occurred, if there were turns or wherever the floor.
You guys are just going down a straight hallway right now. It's 60 feet, and, like, at the very end of that, like, 4 minutes of walking, way before that, you are going to see that this road kind of splits into, like, a fork. And the undead are beginning to rotate left closer to the wall without touching it. For points of reference, this hallway is 30 feet long by like 60 to 70 feet, or 30 feet wide, 60 to 70 feet long, and then it, splits off and forks. The deeper you go, the more narrow these passages are going to get. And we're just going to roll a general luck die. Okay.
On General Goods Store.
These undead have been here before. They know what they're doing. The point guy is not going to forget that there are several invisible pit traps, or pitfall traps, illusioned and disguised to the point where if anyone makes a step, they're instantly going to get, like, eviscerated, and probably just die outright. Yeah. Everyone has dark vision, yes?
No, but if that were an issue, I usually carry the torch that Igor's got.
Okay.
Well, I also have
The torch works.
dancing lights.
Dancing lights does not work in this hallway.
I have light.
Light,
Probably
the
don't want
cantrip,
casting-
also does not work in this hallway. The torch works. Yeah. There seems to be some oppressive, low magic aura within here. What are you thaumaturging?
Oh, no, I forget which one lets me see what it does, and
It's
I
the
press
cogwheel.
the speech bubble instead of the eye, and it's like the eye.
Yeah, it's always the eye or the cogwheel. You guys move forward. 10 minutes will pass. You guys will travel 200 feet down this left hallway. It is super slow going. I cannot stress that enough. But we are going to speed through this part of the dungeon. You guys will see, like, a separate hallway that juts out into this dark, grand room. And then the hallways are beginning to narrow as you guys start swinging rightward.
I have a question. I don't know if it's too late to ask.
Well,
Ivor, can you still translate if we were to ask him a question? Or has it been too much time elapsed?
Ebor, you can hear Grimmer say that he understands you all. You can't understand him. That's the, like, problem.
Oh, I thought, like...
Yeah, he can understand us, and I can understand him telling us that he can understand us, so it sounds like it's working currently.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how long you could understand him for, because you cast a magic thing you could do it.
Yeah.
It still seems to work.
Okay. When the enemy appears, and you hold them off, do we keep the same pace walking through the halls, or do we speed it up?
They will leave that decision up to you.
Alright.
And hope you guys are paying attention.
Could you do a practice run of what you will say when it's time to run so that everyone apart from me understands what it sounds like. Or I might also understand what it sounds like.
Some sort of non-verbal signal.
Well, even if it's verbal, because you guys would understand what he said as what he said. You know,
As you
it's
guys are
not-
having this conversation, the column is still moving, which is fine because everyone is going super slowly right now. You will not need a warning. That is what he is going to tell you right now. You won't need any warning at all. You will instantly know it just by being alive.
There was that, you were going to say enemy with a capital E.
Yes.
What does that sound like?
It translates into common. Like, that is a magical word that supersedes comprehend language. Like, everybody understands when he says enemy with a capital E.
Gotcha.
So it's like its name rather than
Yeah.
its title.
You guys will travel for another 200 feet or so, and then the point man will begin to speed up significantly. He is moving like full combat pace here. Not dashing, but just, moving, looking around, moving, looking around, doing the same thing. It seems to be a straight shot from this path until you guys get to what is clearly a pit. This pit is, I believe, 180 feet. No, it's like 300 feet per side. And it is a cubic pit. It falls for 60 feet. And there used to be a ladder here, which has been split in twain or in thirds. And is currently the two edges connecting it to across this pit are fallen down, acting as like ladders in a way, and then the third section is just sitting in the middle of the floor. The undead will begin to immediately climb down, not caring about this section in the slightest. While you can understand him, Ebor, since you guys are moving quickly now, Grimir will say, your allies, a hobbit and his friends, as well as a warlock named Nav, disabled this trap for us. And that's basically all the explanation he will give. And he'll just start shuffling down like a weird crab or spider.
Do we know a hobbit and a warlock named Nav?
Yeah.
The Hobbit. Chad speaks up.
He's referring to the Discovery team, which all of you guys are aware of, that they've been here before.
I think that we've only met Run directly.
I think so. But that's the guy he was referring to. You guys just go down this pit, I suppose. Potentially, Syl can fly over it, and so can Ebor, if you guys choose to. But that would be a racial feature and a spell, so I don't know if you guys want to do that.
I'll just walk down it with my slippers.
Okay, you walk down this wall. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no. Sorry, we got told we can't touch the
Uh-oh. There we go.
No. So how does that work if they're
he's
going
climbing
down? How
down
are they
it.
going down it?
They are
How the
climbing
elves going down?
a bridge that is acting as a ladder, not touching the wall themselves. The ladder
can't
is
they-
touching the wall.
Can't they touch the ladder and walk down the ladder? like
Totally, yeah.
that? Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, you
I'm
walk
sorry,
down
I
the
thought-
ladder.
I see like little skeleton hands like climbing down the fucking
Yeah.
the crevice. That's why I thought you were saying. I apologize.
No, you're good. Leishtung, Ebor, and chat. Well, Ebor, what's your strength?
6.
Okay, you're going to need either someone to carry you down this ladder without making this a check to instantly die by accidentally over-adjusting your grip. Because you guys are going to be hanging on by, like, your thinnest fingertips to not touch this wall.
How far down is it?
It's 60 feet.
What's the floor at the bottom like?
Stone. Everything here is just this cobblestone. You're holding a torch too, Chad. That's where your check would come in. I suppose you could just drop the torch and try to climb blind, but that's probably really dumb. Lei Stung doesn't need one. He has enough, like, finger strength alone to, like, do this. Igor can take off his gloves. He's in heavy armor right now, but he's a Goliath. He counts as size large. So he should be fine. So Ebor and Chad, I need you guys to figure out a way to descend, or your party needs to help you here.
So
Seems like that gnome carrier I had would come in handy now. But don't mind me, John.
Mounted combat on player characters is dumb, and I will defend that point to my grave.
About mounted climbing down a wall.
I think he could hold onto your hands and, like, sort of, like, lower you as he walks. It'd be kind of weird and funky. I don't think it would demand a check.
Okay.
Because, you know, like, all of his weight is now supporting you as he's, like, stiff backing. But he's just, like, changed perspective to his angle, right? It's not like his shins are breaking off by doing this action.
So, Ebor is going to make Sil stiff. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm quitting the raid team. This.
See you later. I am as well. Good night. So, Chad, how are you gonna get down?
Boo.
I was thinking of just jumping. Asking Grimir, hey, where down there is a safe spot to land? There's no trap here still? Or we're good?
I could catch you, theoretically, right?
Yes, there are no floor traps in this pit.
Yeah.
This pit itself was a floor trap. Okay, you jump, suffering 66 fall damage, which you negate how much? Like 20. Alright. You negate it all. Whoosh.
Anything fun happen with my boots?
No.
Damn.
They are not slow
that was
fall.
Dope, and I've never used slow fall before, so
Yeah.
that wasn't so bad, guys.
It would have been 25 that you could negate.
Oh.
5 times 5, you're right, not 4 times 5.
Well, then you're super fine as you 3-point land and just barrel roll into your momentum, killing any fall damage. You're a god tier tumbler for no.
Chad has back turned to the party and sheds one lone tear because he just wanted to kickflip right there really bad. But
True. It's a shame. Your board broke.
quickly gets his shit together and puts on
Yeah.
a proud face and be like, guys, did you fucking see that?
The undead are just bum rushing it across this like 300 long pit here, not wasting any time. They're dashing.
Chad likes going fast.
Okay. Everyone can start going fast. People with dark vision, you're just going down a straight line. Eventually you'll cross a like third of a bridge that's maybe like 100 feet long that's just fallen down. As if it was like snapped in the middle. And then, you know, you jump over that, or, you know, you walk over that or go around it. It doesn't really matter. And then there will be another fallen bridge that is acting as a ladder. Sil can do the same thing with the gnome, because the gnome is light. Now he can just, like, hold him as, like, a baby and just walk upwards. So that way all of Ebor's weight is going into his torso. Lei Stung and Igor have enough strength with fingers to begin pulling themselves up very, very carefully. Chad, what's your strength again?
13.
Okay, you have enough strength to pull off this maneuver. It's the torch that is getting in the way.
Hold it in your mouth.
Could I just have handed the torch to someone who, like, Ebor?
Oh, yeah, I suppose. If Ebor holds the torch, then Sil can, like, walk just in front of you, or just behind you, giving you enough light to see and not accidentally touch the wall and instantly die.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, everything goes well. None of the undead fuck up and accidentally brush against the wall, disturbing a trap and being obliterated. And you all quickly clamber up to the third section. Here will be a very short hallway where you guys will take it slow, maybe about 30 feet or so. And it narrows significantly. It's maybe like 10 feet wide at most. So, you know, two creatures could comfortably fight side by side here. And then it splits into this, like, rectangular prism of a room that has, like, another hallway that shoots downwards. So it expands, and then at the very edges it begins to narrow into those 10-foot hallways once more. The left, they ignore. The right, they ignore. It's the front hallway that they immediately go down, and I need everybody to make me a perception check. The undead will get some as well.
Oh, no.
It is dark or dim for our dark vision boys. So it's technically at disadvantage for our dark vision dudes. I don't think they will. Okay, they actually are trash.
Every damn time I just have fucking shit rolls when it comes to this. I should have had you redo it for me.
I need Igor to roll as well. Igor does have dark vision, right? Goliaths get dark vision, don't they?
He gets dark vision.
I don't see it on a sheet.
He also is missing a lot of stuff on this sheet.
Wow.
I don't remember offhand, though.
Either way, there's a torch. He has a -2 to perception. Wow. If only this wasn't... Well, if it's a torch, what'd he get? Fuck. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just going to take your left rolls. Fuck it. We won't mess with advantage stuff. We're going to say it cancels out. So 6 does nothing. 15? 15. Ooh. 15 is enough. Bran doesn't see shit. CK sees shit. Ebor sees shit. And so does Igor. The undead stop as you guys enter this hallway. They immediately take up defensive positions and wait for a moment. Chad, you, for whatever reason, maybe it's the blood pumping, maybe it's the crackling of your torch, you can't hear what these dudes hear.
I'd stop moving and brace for impact of whatever's going
Everyone
on.
stops moving for a brief moment in time. Ebor, CK, Leishtung, and Igor all hear from their left and the right hallways some clittering and clattering. Bones, many bones, are moving closer and towards them on many hard surfaces. Grimir immediately points to his champions to go, like, stand at these hallways, and he just points you guys towards that door and says, "Go in." And I think I need everyone to roll initiative, as skeletal millipedes come out to wreck your shit.
Skelepedes or militants?
Or human centipede.
Whichever
Skeleton.
is the most aggressive and has the most
there's
legs.
Do we have
Are we-
a map?
I am bringing us to a map. So when I say roll initiative, I mean welcome to the scuff map, everybody. We're freehanding this. Whoosh.
I rolled a 19.
I'm sorry. Whoosh.
It's alright, I'll just get a 20 this time.
You just re-type it in, don't you? Normally we do. Just
Wow, this map is gonna be shit, but hopefully you guys will escape in time. I hope my Bone Naga token is actually uploaded on this version and not my other game, because that's the token I wanted to use. Alright, John will bring us to the scuff map. Welcome to the scuff map, everybody. Hey, don't laugh. Welcome to the scuff map.
I stopped that.
I'm not going to doodle this full fucking hallway. Please drag your tokens to the middle of this sheet.
Where's our tokens?
In your journal tab.
Click and hold your character name where you would access the character sheet and drag it over.
Undead. After playing several years, he finally figures it out.
I didn't know that was a thing. I thought we were powerless against that, and you had full control of that.
No.
Huh.
You've always had this opportunity. I have my sea serpent, which is close.
I am shooketh.
You're shooketh.
What is this? What is this?
I rolled okay. I'm not happy.
I don't think my hit bars are set for
Whatever.
the champions.
They don't have the turn count.
I like how you have a plus
Yeah, it's
5.2
fine.
to your initiative roll.
0.20. 20, not 0.02, 20.
No, it shows initiative parentheses 5.2 on yours.
Yeah, that's the tie break, because I have a 20 dex.
Alright, we're just going to use sea serpents. These things are size large. But for some reason, this looks super tiny.
Price is not like the default skeleton pede thing.
Yeah, I
John,
know.
We do need you to exercise your power of DM to give us an Igor, though.
Yes, I will do that. Where's my battle music? Battle music. Field of Heroes.
May I
Okay.
have my pseudo dragon?
I thought I gave you that as well. I could be wrong though. Okay. Pew. We're using sea serpents. These are my handmade monsters. I never decided to stat them. So there were 6 of these bad boys plus Grimir. So bop, bop. 2 will be here. Here's the point guy. I need you guys to be like back to back. As these guys rushed, and these long ass millipedes are crawling on all the walls. From these side chambers. Alright, we should denote Grimir. He will be this red dotted one. Yep. Okay. Igor is in a time lock. No, he will live no matter what.
We knew that.
Igor, blep. Initiative, blep. And finally, these guys will just go at base 0 because I don't want to fuck with it right now. Don't at me while I'm close to the edge. This should only be 1 round of combat, but, you know, who knows? Some people may roll super high, and some... Okay, never mind. Perfect. One may have an opportunity to crawl on the wall. As Chad, you see this hallway. Grimir, the red dot is pointing you forward. It is roughly 10 feet outwards and just goes into darkness. You have the opportunity to escape and claim even more loot.
I go in the direction Grimir's pointing after getting back the torch, because I need that to see.
You can free item interaction, take it.
Yep.
It's no big deal. This is mostly just helping theater of the mind right now.
So he's saying go that way. Go north?
Yep. He's saying go north.
Without dashing, I can take 50 feet, so I'm being extra careful to not touch the walls. Let's get to, I don't know, 30 feet.
Okay. You...
Anything of note in this hallway now that I'm actually inside?
It goes for about 30 feet and then will break off into, or not break off, but will expand just a little bit more and turn into like a double door. So, I may have had my measurements wrong, but this has got... Oh, no, okay. We're not too far off.
So, roughly, like, here-ish, there's a door.
Yeah, here-ish, there is a door. We will just round this off and make a door. Okay, look how nice that looks. Art, everyone. Please appreciate it right now. I'm doing my best.
I'm not going to tell you what it looks like.
Fuck
That's
off.
50
Oh
feet
shit,
of
that
wood.
does kind of look like a cock, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
No, bring it back. It was
No.
long and beautiful.
There we go. Cool. You head to the door.
I try to open it.
You make a strength check. It is heavy. A heavy door. You managed to open it. DC 15. It is heavy. It is like a full fucking action to keep this thing open. Which you can do. I expected you to struggle a little bit there, but no. Alright, this millipede. You are in the back. You are going to clamber up on the wall with your insane 60 feet of movement. So he climbs to the very top of the wall, starts skittering on the ceiling, somehow has, like, he must be magically enchanted. There's no way bones are able to firmly attach themselves to the wall as it currently is doing. And then will descend, and it sees the living. So that was, like, 40 feet of movement, so it's going to go there. And it is, oh, fuck, I just deleted the turn order for me. That, my bad. And it will begin to dash. It will stop here. All of you, except for Chad, who's holding the door. Chad, what are you screaming as you are pushing against this door with all your strength?
So let's go. Get through. Move. Come on.
So panicked, so afraid.
The door. I'm holding it. Come on.
Cool. This creature is several feet longer than just size large, but coiled together, it inhabits this 10-foot cube, I suppose. It is this massive undead skeletal abomination, which seems to be made out of human hands as, like, its little millipede legs, as well as, like, ribcage bones. Instead of, like, a real mouth, it is just pincers. There's no eyes. There's no sign that this thing had, like, organs. This looks to be a construct made out of pure bone. And that's its turn. These guys will just charge and engage it in melee. They will do attacks on their actions, but they were pretty dope on initiative. So, okay, well, one might get away. It engages with at least one guy in the hallway. This guy does the same here for this. Yeah, perfect. This skeleton. No, this millipede will do the exact same thing, crawling on the side of this wall, not triggering any traps that you guys can see. It will roll up to the ceiling, not provoking attacks of opportunity, and will move 40 feet. There. And will dash into Grimir, who is holding his maul. Igor goes! Guys, Igor would hit, right? What would Igor do in this moment?
Igor would go for the one on the side to block.
Igor's slow, right? Like, 25 feet of movement is his full movement.
He is 30. He's 30 feet. I just moved him 15.
Still would only get him to, like, yeah. He can only move to here without dashing. It's either he smacks this thing or he dashes through. And honestly, Igor's gonna smack it.
Yeah, he's gonna smack it. Let's be real. He wants to see this monster. Oh, I need to give him all of his hit dice back, too.
He wants any chance at another divine smite against an undead creature.
He will maul it. 11 does not hit. But he has extra attack. 14 also does not hit. He does not have monk bullshit to give him an extra to his attack roll. So he will just move through Grimir, who is an ally, and I guess stop there. That was 25 feet. I guess he can, yeah, he'll stop there. The undead, your ally undeads, this one's Grimir. He will also make an attack roll. He will make 2 attacks. Yeah. Natural 19 on the dice, natural 2 on the second one. He will maul for 2d6. 7 plus 5 is often, what?
12.
12. Okay, I need to roll this guy's health. GM roll. 10d12 plus 12. This thing has a number of HP. John is doing this on the fly. Save. Can you all see that? Yes, you can. This is what 12 magical bludgeoning damage looks like.
Oh.
And I guess he's going to smite. Where are my d8s? I guess I'll just roll d8s. Slash roll 4d8. Blip. Plus an additional 20. Yeah! This dark, shining light erupts from his hammer and cleaves into this thing. These guys are engaging. They will just pin these dudes, more or less, and keep them from engaging the team. This guy will do the exact same thing to this dude and make a grapple. Necrotic strength. That is a natural 15 against the millipedes. 4. This millipede is grappled for this turn. And has no movement. Okay. That is Syl. Syl. These
Yeah,
fucking
my turn.
skeletons. You are not threatened, are you? You don't give a shit.
No. I want to die. Alright, so...
I think you guys will just be able to kill this one and run through, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just worried because you were saying don't use magic.
Yeah?
Fuck it.
Are you gonna
Okay,
cast like a leveled spell?
No, it's Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay. Do it. A 28 will hit.
Alright, good. Wasn't sure.
By the way, plus 11. Okay.
What do those hit? I'm confused.
They might hit, you know, just like the highest AC in the game. Yeah.
Whatever. I just want to make sure, John.
Okay, you make sure. 9 and 7. We'll kill it outright. You destroy it. Blah, blah. Your force is too powerful for the suppressive magics within this realm, Syl.
And then I looked and it was that should be about 30.
Alright. Ebor, the threat is gone. You can just run.
I was thinking I'd try and be a little bit helpful and cast Create Bonfire
Ooh.
60 feet away, so
Okay.
I can drop it down like
You throw a magical bonfire. Whoosh.
that sort of space to maybe get both of them.
Totally. They are sort of like on walls and squeezed together, so you'll definitely hit both of them.
Then I'll move 25 feet that way.
Okay. They need to make saving throws. What's your spell save? 16?
That's
Yes.
dexterity saving throw.
Natural 1 and 9. So both are failures. They do not have plus fucking 7 to their dexterity saves. For 7, it's actually not as much as you'd expect. Fun fact, guys. Bones don't actually really care about fire. It takes a lot to melt bones. Isn't it like 2,400 degrees or something?
No, I've never been in a
Crack
furnace.
under fire.
They do crack under fire.
Ooh. Do you have to do a durability check?
No, that's what their hit points are for. Okay, they will suffer 3. That's not nearly enough for me to roll. They average like 45 hit points. Okay. Le Stung, I think you're up next as this guy runs forward to do the same thing as his friends. They're trying to literally wrestle these things to keep them away from you.
Nice.
What do you do?
And I can move through allies without
Yep.
touching the walls.
Totally.
Alright.
Just no one squeeze shoulder to shoulder and you'll be fine.
So can I make it here without, like, interrupting anyone or pushing them towards the wall?
Do you have like 60 feet of movement? You can get in
Yeah,
there.
like that. Oh, I'm gonna get in there.
Alright. You dash forward and can help Chad hold the door open, which will immediately need to make a strength check. Or an athletics check or something similar to keep this door open. Chad, you can do so with advantage because Lei Stung is there. Or Lei Stung can make one as well. It's up to you
So
guys.
athletics was cool.
Yeah, athletics or strength. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
proficient in athletics.
You hold your body tight against the singular door and the one behind you, giving everyone this turn an opportunity to run through. I think, as long as no one wants to do anything special, you guys are in the clear.
Yeah,
So,
gonna move and dash.
All right.
I kind of want to kill the other one.
Wow.
Still, the door. No magic. Come on. We gotta move.
But pew pew.
We'll pew
As you
later.
guys
Come on,
begin
the
to
door's
run
open.
into the unknown, Grimir will take a defensive position in this hallway to ensure no, like, suicide runners are just YOLO charging. Because, you know, the undead do not only live once. And you guys will enter this room with Grimir's back to it. He will more or less ask you all to shut the door and lock yourselves in for your own security.
All right. So you gotta let go of the door.
Hey man, gladly. I've been holding this thing forever.
Chad holds the door forever.
Hold it.
12 whole seconds.
For 12 seconds, Chad bravely holds open the door until he is in the clear to step through. The undead will battle each other in a mysterious kind of thing. Feuding undead, these weird skeletal construct versus the undead humanoids. Just throwing down, wrestling each other, stabbing each other with dark iron and hammers. And you guys will enter a very special and to Syl a somewhat familiar room. But that will be described next time as we end up this session since it's 9 o'clock. And hopefully next time we'll have Devin as well. So, good job, guys. You did not touch the walls. You listened. You listened to an undead who was begging you guys not to die. What was that like?
I wanted to touch the wall so bad just because I got told not to.
You know, you want to be the only one.
Do we not remember this?
I remember it. Any shout-outs you guys want to make or say anything?
I got a shout out. My man Satan, hail strong.
Okay.
True.
Cringe, but
Uh,
okay.
Watch. Good.
Shout out to Brittany for his heard the news. Good for her.
Yeah.
Who?
Hashtag free Britney, bitch.
That's true. That's
Oh,
game.
did she finally end her conservatorship?
Her
her
dad
father
is
stepped
gonna
down.
step down.
Yeah,
Wow.
step down.
Got too
Technically,
much
the
Twitter
conservatorship
harassment.
isn't broken because of it, but he's ceasing ownership of like her estate and shit like that.
And everyone on the conservator team literally quit.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that's true.
As of
Wow.
right now, there's no one on that side, which allows her to be able to create her own team / continue on with the fight. Because since there is no one on the other side of the conservatorship, there's no one to defend the lawsuit. So
Mhm.
it becomes null and void, and so she should technically be able to win the lawsuit if there's no one
Yeah.
to go against it.
Like, is she suing a, like, record company? I don't know anything about Britney Spears.
No,
Like,
so
at all.
she's suing her father. She was suing the guy that was in charge of the conservatorship to release control because he was charging like $500,000 like a month.
Ron, there was a whole episode of Big Bang Theory. Didn't you see it?
There's a whole on
Documentary.
Netflix. There's an actual documentary about this, and when you watch it, you're like, you feel really bad. Like it's a fucked up situation.
Oh yeah.
Well, being a teen pop star in, like, the early 2000s, shit was fucked
Even
immediately.
even
The
before
laws
that,
really around now are because of her and what she had to go through.
Yeah, the
So
fucking
insane.
music industry's a nightmare, guys. That's why I don't
Well,
listen to
that's-
music. Boycott all music. Join me,
No, it's also the
brothers.
paparazzi and a bunch of
I'm gonna
other
play a bard
bullshit.
next time so I can play
Well,
music.
just remember, kids, she was also with Christina Aguilera and Justin Timberlake as a Mouseketeer.
What?
Yep, she was a Mouseketeer back in the early.
Oh,
90s.
she started in Disney, didn't she?
Go.
Yeah,
Go
she-
fucking Google it. Everybody was a goddamn
Yeah.
Mouseketeer.
Everybody.
Disney is a cabal, guys.
Even Dick Cheney was a Mouseketeer.
By the way, Walt Disney's Ghost, if you're still around, I am looking for sponsors. Just saying.
We need actual witches on the show. So if you could
yeah. If you could show up, I have basically 2 free spots right now since Igor's not here. Oh my god, that is a blue-eyed cat.
Yeah, his name's Bear.
Oh, baby.
He is my baby.
Oh.
I was gonna shout out, hey, you should watch the Sunday night mass combat shit. We're doing some fun stuff there, y'all.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Oh, mass combat is gonna shape up real fun.
I hope so.
I can't wait until we have to explain that minigame to everyone.
It's gonna be a nightmare to do that. I'm gonna need to
Especially with all the
rewrite
rules
that
we're
Word
adding in.
document.
Oh yeah.
Man.
We don't want Syl there, so we'll just ruin it.
No, you're gonna balance the game out. We decided. I think we've come to a consensus that Magic will balance shit out more.
Magic is wild. Is the
Oh.
bot taking a nap again?
I guess
The
so.
bot gave up.
Look, Ebor here, shouting out, Chad, who, oh, fuck. I wanted to shout out KJC, our bro from England, who is, killing himself by joining our games.
Yeah.
Thank you
9
so
days,
much.
no sleep.
Our little crumpet.
How's it going in England, man? I hear some stuff's going down there. Or maybe it went down weeks ago.
I think it was done weeks ago.
Something, something, soccer. England
Something,
sucks.
something,
Something,
Brexit.
something,
Oh
Germany.
yeah, we lost football. Yeah.
I don't even
Maybe
know
it's
how
okay.
late that news is. I'm just catching
That-
up.
You're like 3 weeks late, but that was a
Okay.
really good game though. Like a
What?
really good game. Oh yeah, it was a phenomenal game. Both teams should be very proud.
Yeah, I don't support the sports industry either, so you should boycott all sports. Like,
John supports the sit at home and make your own D&D game. And
hell yeah!
True.
Let's do it.
Hashtag HomeCon. Stay your ass at home. That's the best convention you're gonna
True.
be at.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I cut off the music way too soon, but
Yeah. you
next
did.
time we will see what is in the room that the Discovery team could have walked into and chose not to
This is
because
where
they're
they
cowards. That's where they stopped. They were like, "We see this
How
big
they-
monster. Fuck that."
How'd they even get out if the snakes were there?
They
we'll
walked.
Never know.
They walked away.
Find out.
Oh, they didn't have to deal with snakes. They had to deal with the snake's dad.
Oh.
Or they got to watch the snake's dad. They didn't even have to fight the snake's dad. Oh well. Go watch that. It's uploaded on YouTube at John Dungeon Master. Shout outs to, Apollo Nick. I hear he's trying to do anything or something. Apollo, if you're in the chat, hit me up. Alright. Why'd you call him a... Fuck off. Alright, we're
Doesn't do
leaving.
anything.
Bye.
Follow in this stream.